streaming. Okay.
Hello. Hello. Okay. Well, this is gonna be my new streaming. I'm gonna share this with everybody else. Unfortunately, I have to use my phone. I know that's kind of a loser thing to do, but hey, that's all I can deal with. So apologize for all the delays. My webcam wasn't working for whatever reason, but hey, I get to still watch the draft, right? That's the most important part. But I'm gonna be sharing it with everybody right now on my community post. So just give me a second right now. Let's see, share. But hope you guys are doing well if you're watching this. And yeah, it's the big day. Third pick overall. I'm excited for this. I'm pretty sure you guys are as well. We've been talking. We all been talking about this for a while now, and I mean, everything leads up to this point, and it's kind of redundant to keep talking about the number three overall pick, but this is really what's going to determine the 49ers' future. This is what's going to determine what happens with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, whether they stay with us or they're fired. I know that's a big thing to say, but that's really the truth with this whole team right now. Let me see. Share, copy, post. Let me delete the other one. The other one, delete. Let's see. Rombo's live streaming too. So, what's up to him? I need to get on his show again because he is he's been a cool guy. Last time he interviewed me a couple years ago, and I really need to hit him up because he's a good dude. And he's a big Niner fan. He's a little bit too optimistic, but at the same time, I think it's better to have too much optimism than too much pessimism because it's just really depressing to be all pessimistic. I know a lot of people are very pessimistic about the 49ers. Some people are, but what can you do, right? That's a private. Let's delete it. Try to delete this other stream right here. Can I delete this stream? Settings. Uh, uh, this is not the stream. How do you delete the stream? Okay. Manage. All right, let's see if anybody's saying what's up. Live chat. There we go. Perfect. I see a couple of you guys. Let me see if I can say what's up. Kirk Washington, what's up? How you been? I know you comment on all my videos, so appreciate that. Young Temper, I think you're from Ruthless Sports. What's up? Hope you're doing well. Diego Manzano, if I said your name right, what's up? Hope you're doing well. You want Lance? Yes, I do. Trey Lance would be my guy personally, just because of the fact that I mean, if Jimmy Garoppolo, assuming that he does stay in San Francisco, he can work behind him, and that would be the best situation. Also, there was a rumor, if you guys haven't heard for the past hour now, that the 49ers were making a big package for Aaron Rodgers. That would have been great. I mean, you trade Jimmy Garoppolo and some picks and maybe some other players for Rodgers. That would have been totally worth it, in my opinion. But at the same time, we would have had to trade other players that are very important to our team. Rodgers is getting a little bit old, but at the same time, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So it'd be a that that would take us over the top. This could be like a Tampa Bay situation where we just need that top quarterback to get us over the hump, and Rodgers could have been the perfect guy for that. Let's see who else is talking. AM Echo Sky, what's up? Happy draft day to you. I hope everything is good with you. Kyle Pitts, David Perez, Kyle Pitts. He'd be a great guy, but I don't think they traded up to number three just to get him. I mean, that would have been perfect, but that'd be kind of weird. A Edwards, what's up, bro? Wish we could have gotten Rodgers. I agree. I wish we could have gotten Rodgers too. But draft is right now. It's gonna be a couple more minutes until what is it? The number one overall pick. I wish I could hear myself. Can you guys hear me good on this phone? Whatever. I wish I could hook up my microphone, but I can't hook it up right now. I can only use the phone. Whatever. Okay, perfect. Sawbooks 23. Perfect. All right, so well, it's gonna be annoying to hold this phone for a little bit, but that's all I gotta deal with right now. All right, let's see. Let's see who's talking. Got to get my poor man's glasses right here. Yeah, it's kind of weird when I talk to you guys on YouTube that I don't wear glasses. I wear glasses. I'm a blind man. I'm not gonna lie. Thought about getting LASIK eye surgery, but I don't know. I'm a little worried. I heard most of the time it goes successful, but you never know. I don't want to get a botched job and be blind. That would be a terrible situation right there. Okay, perfect, perfect. You guys can hear me good. Okay, good. But for tonight, probably watch the whole draft. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you guys want to be a part of the whole draft process. It's gonna be until like 11 or 11:30, and then tomorrow I'll have I guess a quote unquote reaction video. I don't like calling it reaction videos, but just a analysis as well. But I'm not the biggest analyst guy. I mean, I'm just like you guys as well, just talking about what foot what just regular fanboy football. If we were all analytics, if we were all professionals, if we were all know-it-all football guys, then we would be either executives or coaches in the league. So when people say I don't know anything about football, that's totally fine. I mean, I really don't. I'd have a job in the NFL right now if I knew anything a thing or two about football. That's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel too, but you know sounds like an old cell phone commercial. Can you hear me now? I know. I know. I'm sorry. I have my headphones right here, but I can't really hear anything. Like usually when I'm with my microphone right here, most of the time I can hear myself, so I can really adjust my voice. But now I can't really adjust my voice because I can't hear. It's really awkward. Let's see. Yeah, Kirk. Yep. Follow up tomorrow from today, and then the second round's going to be happening tomorrow. I think 7 p.m. Second to third round, I believe. I'll probably watch some of it, but I have to actually go to work on Saturday on a weekend day, so I don't know if I catch the whole thing up. Will I live stream? Probably not. Usually the first round, it's all the extravagance, it's all the exciting parts for the draft. So I'll definitely live stream usually the first round, but then second to seventh rounds, I'll have a video out separately the next day. All right, so just commercial right now. Yeah, since I live in Charlotte, they're having a lot of Panthers coverage. They're talking about Sam Darnold coming to the Panthers from the Jets, and I don't know if you guys follow or like follow any other teams besides the 49ers, but for the Panthers, that's a pretty good move on their part. I don't know if they're still going to be drafting a quarterback. I heard Justin Fields might be available if nobody else drafts him from the top five, top six part of the draft, but he can be a great quarterback. I don't know. I mean, a lot of you guys, I don't know how you feel about him. I still believe in him a little bit. I know he's had a lot of terrible things in New York. He got injured. He actually got mono a year or two ago. That was really unfortunate. I never heard an NFL player getting mono, which is, but his team was not that good. But I mean, him and the Jets, they had to move on. Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur, I knew they wanted to move on and get into another direction, probably with Zach Wilson. So I don't blame them at all for getting their own guy and seeing what they can do. Let's see. I am Echo Sky. I'm going to miss the NFL draft because I'm heading home from lunch, fortunately. Oh, thank you for providing me draft results. Oh, always. I wouldn't tell you lies on who they pick. I could just say the 49ers drafted Trevor Lawrence or something. I'm just kidding. No. But even Trevor Lawrence, I don't know how to feel about him. I mean, I know everybody has him really high. Mel Kiper has him as just as high as Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning coming out of college. But I've seen him play a little bit at Clemson. I mean, he's probably the most quote unquote safe pick in the draft, but you never know. You can always have draft busts with the number one overall pick. But I mean, if Mel Kiper has him on the top echelons on top college players of all time, number one pick, then yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be pretty good in Jacksonville. But the funny thing is Trent Baalke's the general manager for the Jags. If you guys didn't know that already, that is going to be very interesting. I don't know if he's going to be drafting a lot of injured players. I mean, he's made some okay moves in San Francisco. I mean, getting Anquan Bolden, that was probably one of his best moves, I believe, when he was the general manager here. But he took too many chances on injured players. You got guys like Tank Carradine, if you guys remember him. I think he was in the 2013 draft. He was injured. He never played a down. I think he played like a very few snaps and what have you. AJ Jenkins, that was a terrible pick. That was probably one of the worst picks, I think, in 49er history, maybe NFL history, just because he never played a snap here and he was a first round pick. That was terrible. But Baalke, he could have been a general manager, but he didn't really work out in San Francisco. And so far, John Lynch, in my opinion, he's done a way better job than Baalke, and he's had to build his team from the ground up. I mean, with Baalke, he had Scott McCloughan, the guy before him. He was with Washington the last time a couple years ago. Then he got fired for alcohol issues, but he pretty much built the team to where we got Patrick Willis, Joe Staley, all those guys, and then Baalke took over and he made some okay moves. He made some very questionable moves, and then he won the power struggle with Jim Harbaugh. I know this is a 49er lesson. If you guys are recent 49er fans, there's nothing wrong with being a 49er fan right now. And I became a 49er fan probably around 2009, 2010, like probably literally the year before Jim Harbaugh, just because they were a California team. I love California. I still love California, and they didn't have a team in Los Angeles because I was living in Orange County when I was very young. The Rams or Chargers weren't here, so I probably would have been a fan of the Rams. I don't know how you guys would feel if I was a Rams fan. Y'all would probably hate me if I was making YouTube videos for the Rams twice a year, playing the 49ers. But hey, I'm very glad to be a 49er fan. Although I wish they would win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm hoping for. Joel, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? I mean, let's see what else. On my phone right now, I gotta just scroll my phone and see what you guys are saying in the comments. Let me see. I see you. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, Joel. Yeah, I'm ready for the draft too. It's happening. There's a concert, but I don't really have any audio right now. I'm just gonna just listen in, and then when they announce the picks like last year, I'll turn the volume up and see who they draft just to hear who they got. And the first two picks, it's pretty obvious: Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, unless Robert Saleh is throwing a big curveball. But I'm pretty sure Shanahan knows that Wilson will be gone number two overall because they should be best buddy. And I think is Roger Goodell getting booed? Let me hear. Let me hear it real quick. Yeah, he's getting booed. I think he likes getting booed. There's nothing wrong with that. Wilson, come on home. That'd be nice. I think Zach Wilson. I've seen his pro day. It was really good, but I don't take pro days that seriously that much because it's just throwing without pads or anything like that. So I'm not really a big fan of it. But it's nice to see how they do. And BYU, Steve Young. That's a nice kindred spirit right there. But he's getting booed in Cleveland right now. Not surprising at all. But yeah, with Roger Goodell as commissioner, how do you guys feel about him as commissioner? I mean, with him, the NFL has gone to brand new heights. They've done a lot of great things, but at the same time, the off the field conduct policy, marijuana policy, that is just way too over extreme. I'm not a marijuana smoker personally, but I know a lot of guys like Calvin Johnson said that he used a lot of marijuana when for medical purposes. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys they're using it for medical purposes, unless you're like Josh Gordon or something like that. But I'm glad they got a little bit more laxed on it. I don't think they suspend players anymore for marijuana, so that's a good thing right there. But then it's a little bit weird because they have 17 games now in a season, which that's good for fans. But personally, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, I think that's just too many games, and 16 games is enough for the players and fans alone. But to have 17, that's too much. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. And having the seventh playoff spot that kind of cheapens the playoffs a little bit. I mean, last year the Bears made the playoffs 8-8. The Cardinals technically should have been in, but they lost a tiebreaker and they had a very disappointing season, starting off with 6-3 after the Hail Murray catch, and then what was it? And then they lost their 5 games and they went 8-8. So the Cardinals, I don't know how you guys feel about the Cardinals this year. I mean, I'm always worried about them because Kyler Murray is a great mobile quarterback, but at the same time, I'm not sold the team completely to the point where they make a deep playoff run. They can make the playoffs, but one and done team, I can see them being like that. And we'll see how JJ Watt does as him. Let's see. Anybody else have Joe figure out he's okay, but I don't hate him. He's all right. Yeah, I mean Goodell. I don't hate him like that, but he could be doing a much better job taking care of the players and being a little bit more transparent. I think that's the thing the NFL is missing with the community and fans and players is just transparency. That's what they need to work on. Let's see, but the NFL number one sport in my opinion. I mean, shoot, this is like really the only sport I would watch 100%. I mean, basketball, NBA, I watch a little bit of it. I guess I'm a Rockets fan. I did cover the Rockets for like 2 videos, and I was like, I don't really want to talk about basketball that much. I wasn't that interested. And they're one of the worst teams in the NBA right now because James Harden went to the Nets. But if the Rockets win, it's great. But if they lose, I don't really care that much. It's not like the 49ers. If they lose the 49ers, then I'm going to be very, very sad. But if they win, it's going to be the happiest time of my life. And if they win the Super Bowl, man, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Let's see what's going on right now. I love how Roger gets all these other people from the Cleveland area, and then they start cheering. And then when like he talks, like it's just him, they're gonna boo him. What is she doing? Let's see. I thought he was about to say 2020, but this is a good change from last year. Last year there was nobody. He was announcing from his home, but I actually kind of like the virtual draft from last year. I don't know how you guys felt about that from last year when we drafted Kinlaw and Ayuk. I enjoyed it personally. It's nice to just stay in, stay cozy, stay safe from outside from last year, and just watch it virtually. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the players would appreciate that too. But this year they're going back to normal, and it's the Jaguars' turn. They should just put the pick in right now. We should not waste 10 minutes on, Trevor Lawrence. We should just get it over with, and that's all you can pretty much do. Let's see what's going on right now. But yeah, if you guys are watching this right now, you guys don't have to watch me the whole time. I mean, I'll be holding my phone most of the time, but I know you guys want to watch like the actual NFL audio, and I don't blame you guys at all. So you can put this on mute or something like that. So I don't expect you guys to listen to me the whole time, just yapping about stuff, football, outside of football, and anything like that. Oh, by the way, did you guys watch the new Mortal Kombat movie? I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was weird, but at the same time, it's much better than the 1990s movies. You guys watched those first two ones in the 90s; those were absolutely terrible, terrible movies. But 2021, it was okay, but they need to have more sequels to make the story make even more sense because it didn't really make too much sense, like from I guess a casual fan perspective, but hardcore fans, like, you kind of understand it. But I don't want to spoil it too much. There you go, Trevor Lawrence in his house right now in Seneca, South Carolina. How far is that? I know Clemson for me in Charlotte is about, what is it, like 2 hours away, 2.5 hours. It's kind of on the way from Greenville, South Carolina, on the way to Atlanta, Georgia. Usually we stop by Greenville for a little bit, but I've never been to Clemson because you have to take I-85 and then you have to take 76. I don't know if you guys know anything about North Carolina stuff, South Carolina stuff, but hey, I'm a Carolina boy, right? All right, come on, come on. Stop with the whole hype thing, whatever you want to call it. Strap Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence. I like his hair though. I'll give him that. I do like his hair. Now you're by nature. What's up, man? How you doing? I hope you've been well. Justin Field, you're a Justin Fields fan. I don't. I wouldn't mind Justin Fields. I'm just worried about Ohio State quarterbacks. That's all I got against him because none of them really work out. But if he does come to the 49ers, then I hope he breaks that trend of Ohio State quarterbacks because they're terrible. They have terrible quarterbacks coming out. I didn't watch Mortal Kombat. I was busy doing some college studies. Yeah, I'd recommend you watch it. If you like it, then that's great. But if not, then I probably want to watch the other Mortal Kombat movies if they do have any more coming out. All right, so I got a couple more people coming in. Hopefully, you guys are gonna stay here for a little bit. At least stay here until the third pick overall, and then after the third pick, if you want to stay and hear me bored and talk for like 2 3 hours straight with other teams, hopefully we trade up. That'd be nice. But we'll see. Mortal Kombat was okay. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was okay. Debo, that like button, y'all. Thank you, thank you. Hope you guys are sharing this with other Niner faithfuls. That'd be much appreciative. And yeah, Debo is one of my favorite players for the 49ers. But the problem with him is he can't stay healthy. And is he a true number one receiver? I don't know. And I spoke about this in my video a couple of days ago that we need a true number one receiver. I don't know if we have one yet. I hope it's Ayuk or Samuel. I'm leaning towards maybe Samuel or maybe Ayuk. I mean, I think Ayuk looks a little bit more polished, which is kind of weird. And Debo's more of the jack of all trades receiver. So they gotta make their mind up on who they want to be the number one receiver because that's really important for any team. I mean, you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know they have 1A and 1B, but Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are just superstars on their team with Tom Brady. I remember last year when I did my edge to edge videos, it was kind of weird because I did 49ers receivers, which was a bunch of nobodies. I guess you can call Kendrick Bourne, and I think Debo was playing his first game versus Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, and I gave the slight edge to the Buccaneers, just a slight edge, and Buccaneer fans went all crazy for me. They're like, "Oh man, you know nothing about football. You're a bunch of losers. You 49er fans are a bunch of delusional people." But then at the end of the day, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans combined maybe for like 50 yards total. 49ers defense absolutely dominated. Well, I mean, it helps to have Jameis Winston as their quarterback throwing all those interceptions. But Yeah, I mean, when I do edge to edge videos, I try to be as unbiased as possible. People just don't understand, like outside of San Francisco, if I do pick the 49ers for an edge or to pick up the win, I have my reasons. I'm not just picking them because I'm a 49er fan and I'm some delusional fan, But luckily in 2019, we were a very good team at that time. Let's see what's going on. Come on, Trev Bucky, hurry up, man. Put your pick at Trevor Lawrence. Why did they just swerve everybody? Pick like Mac Jones or something. That'd be freaking funny. What else going on? Oh, other TV shows, Disney Plus. Actually, my next podcast with my friend Aaron on our podcast channel, we talk about Disney Plus. We talk mostly about Marvel because we're Marvel fanboys, and Marvel makes some great movies for the MCU and Disney Plus shows. Did you guys watch WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I love both their shows personally. Which one I like better, if you guys are wondering, probably Falcon and Winter Soldier because I'm more of an action guy. WandaVision was action near the end of the show, but I like Falcon better. And I won't spoil anything. I think most of y'all watched it, but I don't know. Yeah, the pick is in. Hurry up. Now mine is still saying 4 minutes left for them. AM Echo Sky. I miss Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, Kendrick Bourne. I think that's low key going to be a big move for the 49ers. I mean, he was a great third down receiver, and he was a red zone touchdown guy. He made those clutch catches. He was a very important part of the 49ers. But I'm glad he got paid in New England, and I hope he does really well in New England. If they draft, Justin Fields, maybe Mac Jones, if they're going to drop all the way down to whatever pick they are, around the 15th pick, and then if they want to draft Kyle Trask from Florida, I mean that'd be a little bit of a reach. But if anybody can take these quarterbacks and make them great, it could be Josh McDaniels / Bill Belichick. A 94 winning percentage in college football. My gosh, Trevor Lawrence. But college. If you won that many games, I really don't care, to be honest with you, because I've seen people win so many games in college, but then they start losing a lot in the NFL because the pros are the pros. So I don't really take too much statistics from college too much into my videos. I've seen Trey Lance throw like 1 or 0 interceptions in college. I really don't care about that because that's college, and I don't want to bash on the FCS, but the FCS is not the same as BCS or whatever they call it today, or the Division 1, Alabama, Clemson. All those big schools. But Josh Allen in Buffalo right now proved everybody wrong, and you don't need to be from a big school to be successful in the NFL. You just got to have talent and a big heart and or great work ethic. I think work ethic is a really big thing that you got to that you got to have in order to be successful in the NFL, because you can always have all the talent in the world. I've seen so many talented players not flounder, but they didn't reach to their potential. I'd say Jay Cutler, he's probably the biggest victim of that or suspect of that. Or even Randy Moss a little bit. I mean, he could have been like the greatest receiver in NFL history had he put 100% effort to playing football. A lot of people criticize Terrell Owens or T.O. about his feud here in San Francisco, Philadelphia, Dallas, but at least he wanted to play football 100% of the time. And he could be a detriment to the team, but at the same time, I'd rather have a guy that has a lot of heart than Randy Moss, who was sort of into it, not into it, stuff like that. But work ethic is all important. Let me see if anybody else is sure. Let's see. 84 wasn't that dude. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, you talk about Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he wasn't. He definitely wasn't the number 1 or number 2 receiver, but he was a serviceable guy for us. Game Boy Sleepy, how you doing, man? Jerry Rice proved you don't have to be from a big school. Yeah, true, and also measurables too. I mean, he ran like a 4.6 40-yard dash, which is so slow for a receiver. But then you watch him play, you watch his highlights. Well, in my case, watch highlights. He's just whoa, one of the fastest guys you can see on the field. So 40-yard dash is kind of BS, to be honest with you. I don't know why they make offensive line and defensive line running. That's just really bizarre and really weird for them to do that. All right, let's see what's going on now. All right, Jaguars pick is in. Come on, write your little paperwork, or whoever's in the representative for the Jaguars. Come on, pick Trevor Lawrence and let's move on. As much as I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a great pro, we know he's going to come to them. Well, actually, the Jets could have had a chance of Trevor if they would have tanked the rest of the season, but Adam Gase decided to win 2 more games and they get fired. I don't know if that was a troll job under his part. That'd be kind of funny if that was the intent, to win those games and then get the number 2 overall pick, so they didn't draft Lawrence. But we'll see in a couple years if Adam Gase was really trolling the Jets. Let's see. Ayuk is going to be way better. I hope so. Ayuk showed a lot of promise last year, but injuries was a big problem. Let's see. I knew we were losing Super Bowl 47 after Randy Moss said we were gonna win. He said that really? I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but oh man, I hate when people try to guarantee wins. The only person that could do that is Joe Namath. Uh, let's see, Joel. If we get a true number one wideout for wideout here, our offense would be explosive these coming years. Yes, I totally agree. That's what we need. And Trevor Lawrence, no surprise at all. I forgot to bump it up, but I mean, the actually the second pick, I'm gonna bump up the volume and see who they pick because it should be Zach Wilson, but I don't totally know if it's gonna be Wilson. They might throw a curveball on us. Let's see what Robert Saleh does. And I'm rooting for Saleh. I'm a secret. I don't know if you're all secret Jet fans too because of Saleh, but I'm gonna be rooting for him in New York because he done some great things for us in San Francisco and appreciate everything that he did along with Mike LaFleur for the 49ers for the past couple years with us. There you go. You got the long hair Trevor Lawrence going number one overall. But it might be a second or two until they get good, or he could have an instant impact like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was great last year in Cincinnati, considering the fact that they didn't have anybody on that team, but unfortunately he tore his ACL. Hopefully nothing happens like that to Trevor. Hopefully he stays all healthy, 16 games. All right, come on, come on. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so let's see what's coming up after the draft. We usually got OTAs and training camp. I think we're gonna have it. I'm not sure, but we'll see what the NFL gives guidance to. Hopefully they can. Jacksonville Jaguars draft Trevor Lawrence. That is obvious. Let's see. SJX Demon 4. How you doing? You say Mac Jones. Mac Jones. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's him, but I don't think it's gonna be him. I mean, when it gets to the 49ers pick, I think we all should make our predictions on the comment section or the live chat to see who you guys think it's gonna be the number 3 overall pick. Let's see what's going on right now. Uh, Game Boy. Let's see. I don't think he guaranteed it like name it. Okay. Okay. Good. I don't want anybody guaranteed like that. Trey Lance. Please not Lance. I think most people actually on my channel are saying Trey Lance, but some of you guys are not big fans, and I can understand why you're big Trey Lance fans. But I'm only into the Trey Lance train if they keep Jimmy Garoppolo. That has to be the big condition right there because I don't believe he's ready in his first year. He might be because the team is so loaded and so talented with a great defense and a great offensive line running game. But I don't know Trey Lance. I think he needs maybe half a season just to sit out, in case Jimmy gets hurt or anything like that. So. But Mac Jones, that only makes sense if Jimmy Garoppolo's gone because he's probably the most ready out of like anybody else but Lawrence to start Week 1. But that's why I'm really hesitant or having the belief that they won't draft Mac Jones with the number 3 overall pick. But you know what? They toyed with every us, all of us in the media. So we'll see who they pick number 3 overall. And I heard the NFL said that they wanted the 49ers to keep the pick really quiet, which I don't blame them at all. Get a lot of hype. I'm interested to see if any team's going to trade up for a quarterback. Because after the 49ers pick their quarterback, it's going to have a big ripple effect on the top 10 to see what they want, what every other team wants to do. Because maybe if, like, for example, they draft Mac Jones, maybe somebody else was eyeing for Jones and then they have to look for another quarterback or find the second best quarterback on their board. So it should be like the 49ers, this pick has a lot of ramifications for a lot of picks later on from 4 to I'd say like 12. Let's see. Meadows Wilson is the guy y'all watch. If the Jets don't draft it, if Salah decides to draft somebody else, let me see. Game Boy. People say Mac Jones was only good because his receivers was so good, but yeah, that's the thing about Jones too. Is people would criticize him because he has a superstar team, but if he goes to our situation, he's gonna have another superstar team as well. I mean, you have George Kittle for crying out loud, one of the best tight ends in the NFL, arguably, and then you have the receivers if they can stay healthy. You have the offensive line that's been beefed up in the offseason. So I mean, he's gonna have another star-studded team. in San Francisco. But the problem is when you think like that is when people get hurt like last year or people have to leave for free agency or something like that. Can he elevate the team to another level? And maybe he could be a game manager. Like if he does come to the 49ers in a scenario situation, he could be a game manager because everybody's so good. The running game is so dominant. But then when everything starts falling apart, you have to carry the team like Russell Wilson has been for the past couple of years. And you remember his time in Seattle, LOB was the dominant thing in Seattle. And then Wilson had to take over because everybody was leaving. You had Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, they were all gone. Richard Sherman, he came to us, and he had to elevate the team now. Let's see. Okay, Jets Panthers trade for Sam Darnold. Not surprising at all. And Teddy Bridgewater's in Denver right now because they traded him for a 6th-round pick. Which Teddy Bridgewater, he could be a great quarterback, but he reminds me of Alex Smith definitely. I think a little more conservative than Alex Smith because you remember Alex Smith in San Francisco, he would make plays, but he wouldn't make the big play unless it was the catch three in the divisional round against the Saints. But he was mostly a conservative quarterback. There's Zach Wilson. What if he doesn't go number 2 overall? What if he goes somewhere else? He does. I've seen a lot of memes. I don't know if you guys watch, uh, like NFL memes or something like that, or any meme channel. They compare Zach Wilson to some Disney Channel character or something like that. That was kind of weird. Or they had a meme, but like Zach Wilson is playing Zach Wilson on Disney. That was funny. The pick is in. I'm actually gonna boost the volume up a little bit. All right, let's see anybody else. Let's see. Some of you guys are saying Lance. Name a good team Lance played against. True, but Josh Allen, same case in Wyoming or whatever school he went to. I think it was Wyoming. I don't know if he played any big competition as well, but he's doing really well in Buffalo. So, it depends. That's really is it depends. Some of you guys are saying Trey Lance, but a lot of you guys are saying Trey Lance. I think maybe one guy might be saying, what is it, Mac Jones, but it's mostly Trey Lance. But I mean, you know how it's been for a while. They flip flop. It was first Mac Jones and then Justin Fields, then Trey Lance, back to Mac Jones, and now it's Trey Lance now for the top pick. All right, the pick is in. Let's see what's going on. He's walking. Zach Wilson, number 2 overall. What's the couch for, anyways? I wasn't paying attention. That's weird. All right, let's see. Zach Wilson, come on, Salah. Who you picking? Okay, I thought they were gonna mess it up and pick somebody else because it's the Jets, but it's Robert Salah, man. He has a little bit more structure than Adam Gase. I'll tell you that. I mean, I know a lot of people that are Jets fans. There's a lot of Jets fans in Charlotte right now, and I told them about Robert Saleh, and they should be very happy that they got him because he is a damn good coach and a great defensive mind. All right, Meadows. Well, we didn't get Zach Wilson. He would have been my guy too, but everybody had him so high, and I had a feeling that Saleh was going to fall in love with this guy, and that's what happened. So it'll be interesting to see how he does with Michael Fleur and company. All right, 49ers. Okay, we have a couple minutes left. All right. Anybody want to make their picks right now? I see a lot of you guys picking Trey Lance right now. Anybody in the Justin Fields train or Mac Jones train or somebody else? Or if they, what if it's a crazy scenario and they don't pick anybody, they just trade down? That'd be so dumb. But I don't know. It's the draft. You can think of any crazy scenarios. All right, Demon, you pick Mac Jones. Not too bad. I mean, I've kind of warmed up to him. Not gonna lie. Like when people were having him in mock drafts a couple of weeks ago, I was like, not this guy, but I wouldn't be disappointed at all. There you go, Zach Wilson. Ooh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry up, John. Let's make your pick. We're all waiting for it. That'd be my video. How I feel about the 49ers picking whoever they're picking. Maybe it's Kyle Pitts. What if it's Kyle Pitts? I know there's been a lot of rumors that the 49ers love Kyle Pitts. I think and he'd be great addition with George Kittle. Get that 2 tight end system back. All right, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Wait till the pick is in. All right, let's see everybody else. Let's see Mac. Let's see. I'm gonna spell I'm gonna miss Salah or however you spell his name. You spelled his name right. Game Boy. Just take the A out. There you go, Salah. I used to call him when he first came to San Francisco. I call him uh Saleh or something like that. Salah. It was kind of weird to say his name. Trey Lance. Pitts in and get Rodgers. That'd be the ultimate curveball if the 49ers did that. That means they'll have so much faith in Jimmy, but I know Kyle is not a big fan of Jimmy, although he should be because he's won with him. Look at that pro day, even though I really don't care, but look at that pro day. But the Jets, they have a lot of rebuilding to do. They need a lot of stuff. Salah is going to have to build this team from the ground up because they essentially have, I don't think anybody on the offense. They have a talented defense, but offensively, they need some more work. Not yet. Still saying 4 minutes left in the draft. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Come on. But after the 49ers make their pick, we can talk about the other quarterbacks that haven't been picked yet. We can see where they're going to be going. Actually, I need to pull up the draft order for everybody. Let me see NFL draft. Let's see draft order. Let's see. Where's the draft order? There we go. Nope. I need to go to NFL.com. Where is NFL? Where's it? I'm trying to look for NFL draft. Oh, let's just go to the NFL website. I think that's better. There you go, draft tracker. All right. The pick is almost in. Maybe it'd be funny if they never picked their quarterback. If they were still having a debate on who they were gonna pick, and they're just picking their guy right now. that'd be weird. All right, so let's see. Okay, so far no surprises, and then after the 49ers, it's all hell is gonna break loose in this draft. They're gonna use all 10 minutes. Or how long is it? Like it's like 8 9 minutes per first round pick. It used to be a long time. I think it used to be like 12 minutes like years ago, but now they wanted to make it really short, which I don't blame at all. I mean, by then by then they should know who they want, especially the top five picks. Let's see. Sawbooks. I wouldn't mind Pitts. I feel like Jimmy deserves one more chance to win a Super Bowl. I believe so too. I hope he gets a chance this year in 2021, minus he gets hurt or anything like that, because they win with Jimmy as the starting quarterback. Let's see, Clown Man. Here we go. Actually, it's not with an I. It's with the Y. A lot of people spell my name with an I for some reason. It's Bryan Bryan. That's kind of weird because I talk to a lot of people. They say I spell my name wrong. Apparently, it's usually Brin, but you know what? I was born with Brian with the Y, so I think the Y is the right way to spell it. Who was number one? I missed it. Trevor Lawrence. Obvious pick for them. I mean, you can't mess that up. Even if you're Trent Baalke, you could not mess Trevor Lawrence. But I mean, would he be happy to go to Jacksonville? I guess maybe. I mean, I don't know what there is to do in Jacksonville, Florida. If you want to go 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 to Orlando or something like that. Let me see. Customize. I kind of wish we were picking late so we can have more fun. Let me see content. Let me change something real quick. How you change the thumbnail? There you go. Going to a big market team. Big market team. All right, we're almost there. The pick is in. All right, everybody, this is what we're all looking for. Is it going to be Mac Jones, or is it going to be Justin Fields, or Trey Lance, or skill position player? I don't know, but this is Kyle Shanahan's pick. I'm pretty sure Lynch had to sign on with it too, but I believe it's going to be Trey Lance. I think, but we'll see. And if they draft somebody else that I never even heard of, I might drop this phone. Two first round picks and a third round pick. Yeah, I think you guys are seeing it right now. That's a lot right there. That's a lot. That's why whoever's drafted with this pick, they have a lot of pressure. They better live up to that number 3 overall pick. If it was just a regular number 3 overall pick, like a Solomon Thomas or something like that, then yeah, you have expectations. But at the same time, they were just drafted the regular number 3. But there you go, Kyle Shanahan looking at oh, he's looking at all of them. Where's Mac Jones? I'm pretty sure that he wanted to draft all of them at the same time. As Roger Goodell walking, I think he's gonna walk right now. All right, oh, this is a life changing thing in the football world for us, and this is what we're gonna have to live with. All right, let's see who they're gonna pick. All right, y'all, let's listen to this. Is he walking? Yeah, he's walking right now. Niner Empire, yeah, Niner Empire, Niner Faithful. Depends which one. All right, let's see. There we go. Yay! We got our man, Trey Lance. Hey. So you know what that means, y'all? That means it's gonna be Jimmy Garoppolo starting for us, and then Trey Lance gonna be starting next year. So, uh, am I surprised? Yes and no, but this is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. They want a Patrick Mahomes situation with Alex Smith. That's why I'm taking away from this, and I think I've been saying that for a while now. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Everybody going crazy now. There we go. We all called it. And at first I was gonna say Justin Fields, but early, very, very early on, and but when you look at his talent, I think the pro style offense, the system that he runs with Kyle Shanahan, that probably would really entice him to pick him in the first place because Justin Fields, he probably came from a spread offense, and a lot of people are criticize Ohio State for being a what is it a high school offense, and that's probably why a lot of them don't succeed in the NFL. Mac Jones, superstar team as you all know, but I mean they were leaning to either one. I don't know who Kyle was really looking forward to in this whole draft process. There's rumors that he wanted Mac Jones, and then the front office wanted Trey Lance, but maybe he liked Trey Lance the whole time, and I don't blame him at all. So I hope this is a Patrick Mahomes situation, and this is a very similar situation too, because the Chiefs they traded up all the way to number 10 in 2017 to get him. So I'm hoping this is the case, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an exciting time. Going to be an exciting time. So Trey Lance getting picked. I'm pretty sure some other teams were interested. Maybe Washington, from what I'm hearing. Denver was interested, but I think if he would have went to Denver, that would have been a very terrible situation for him because like he probably would have had to start immediately for the Broncos because Drew Lock, as much as he doesn't get a lot of chances because the Broncos offense is a little weird with Vic Fangio. Um, I don't think he would have made. I think he would have turned out like Paxton Lynch in Denver had he slipped that much, but. This is a perfect pickup for the 49ers, and I'm so stoked. I can't wait to make a video tomorrow officially talking about Trey Lance, our man, our new guy. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, pretty much minus the 49ers making any trade up picks, which I don't believe they will anytime soon. I think we can just all relax, just watch everybody else make their picks, see where Justin Fields and Mac Jones goes, and we'll see what that leads us to. Wow, I'm excited. I'm excited. I got most of the drafts so far correct for first round picks. I think 2018 was the only one I was wrong. I didn't know it was gonna be Mike McGlinchey, but that year I wanted Quentin Nelson, but the Colts picked him unfortunately. There you go, Trey Lance. He has the most pressure out of any of the quarterbacks right now. I mean, you can say Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson, but the 49ers mortgaged their future in order to get this guy to get this guy in the first place. Mobile quarterback. How do you give up all Demon? How do you give up all that pick for Lance when you could have gotten him at the original pick? No, actually, 12th pick. I don't think so. I think other teams would have jumped ahead and got him in the first place. They wanted to at least get a quarterback because I think most of the quarterbacks that were rated really high for top 10, the 49ers would not be able to touch any of them. I mean, I think maybe Mac Jones might be the only guy available number 12 overall. And it wouldn't have made sense if they drafted Jones, I think, all the way towards their future. If they would have sit at number 12 and he was available, then I think a lot of people would be very happy with the pick. But to trade all the way up to number 3 to get Jones. That would have been a little weird, but you never know. We'll see. We'll see where Jones goes to. New England would be a perfect situation for him because they need a starting quarterback with Cam. I don't know if he has it anymore. He's not 2015 Cam where he was MVP, but we'll see where the other quarterbacks go. There you go, everybody up. Trade to the Bay. I think, Matthew. I think we should make that a trending thing right now. Trade to the Bay. Uh, let's let's go. Let's go. All right. Whoo. All right. Who's Atlanta going to pick? Kyle Pitts probably. It's either Kyle Pitts or they draft another quarterback. Maybe. And also with Trey Lance, they could have Atlanta could have picked him number 4 overall if they wanted to, but we had to at least secure that third pick to get the other high rated quarterbacks the rest of the way, minus Trevor and Zach. All right. Let's see. Carlton Lance. Oh wow, his dad played football too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess it's like Patrick Mahomes too. His dad played baseball, played a big time sport, playing football. It's art imitating life, I would say. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm hearing him interview right now. This is like the first time I'm ever hearing him talk anything with interviews. All right, Falcons. Who do you think the Falcons are going to pick? Probably Pitts or another quarterback. We'll see. Wow, him and his brother only twin. Are they twin brothers? Huh, I thought they look. Well, we gotta give him that big welcoming arms. It's going to be very exciting to have him in San Francisco, and I know he's going to be working really hard. And you know what? Maybe during the regular season, he could take Jimmy's job before Week 1, but I don't think that's going to be happening. I think Jimmy will be the man for us in 2021. He has to be because I still believe with this year in particular because the 49ers are thinking about now with Jimmy and the future with Trey. So they have a best chance of winning the Super Bowl this year and maybe next year if Jimmy, wins the Super Bowl this year because, this is gonna be a big quandary if Jimmy does take this team to the Super Bowl and win it all. But he should have won the 2019 Super Bowl. I wish they would have won because we wouldn't have to get into that situation in the first place. Jimmy would have been our starter pretty much for life had he won that Super Bowl against Kansas City. Jimmy would be the starting quarterback for the first few games until he gets hurt again. Yeah, probably. Hopefully not though. I'm hoping Jimmy is really motivated. I really hope he is motivated to work hard and keep his job. And this could be like a Joe Montana, Steve Young thing. It's like, oh man, this young quarterback is going to be trying to take my job. Well, I got to be working for it. So that maybe creative tension is what Bill Walsh called it. And I'm hoping this is the creative tension that we're getting. All right, so let's see. Falcons, Atlanta. Who are they going to pick? I guess that big couch thing is for super fans. Might have signed up for some. All right, let's see. There you go. Oh my God, the draft analysts, they're actually right on the top 4 picks. That's a streak going on right now. I actually don't know the rest of the way. It gets a little bit wonky, a little bit crazy with the quarterbacks now. But Pitts, that's a very good pick for Atlanta. I mean, you pair him up with Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, decent offensive line, and you still have a great Matt Ryan. They could do some great things, but I think defensively is a big concern for the Falcons this year, and it has been for a while now. All right, so Kyle Pitts. The Bengals, they should be taking a receiver. They should give Joe Burrow a little bit of help. I think this will Game Boy. I think this will make Jimmy better. Yeah, of course. When you get stuff like this will piss you off. And I know Jimmy. I'm pretty sure Kyle and Jimmy talked about it off the record. Jimmy was not happy that they were going to draft the quarterback and they made this trade in the first place. And this should motivate him. But imagine Trey Lance, big arm, drop back quarterback, and could be a mobile quarterback as well. Knowing the pro style offense, being with a great running game, and our whole team right now, that's gonna be very exciting. I'm so excited for next year. Maybe this year early if it does happen, but I want Jimmy to start this year because no rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl, and that won't be happening with Trey this year. Trey area. All right, let's see. Traded to Bay. Actually, Michael, if I remember, Matthew, I'm sorry if you're watching this, I definitely will say that as my video tomorrow. Trade to the Bay. All right, so Kyle Pitts, but Bengals, Jamar Chase maybe or Devontae Smith. I've seen the receivers, but all of them have their big pros and cons. I'm hoping we get a Julio Jones type receiver where he's really big and really physical, or DK Metcalf. That'd be nice for the second round pick tomorrow. There you go, Matt Ryan, Julio, and Calvin Ridley. Great players, great players. Actually, they both came out of Alabama, I believe, the receivers. I think we played the Falcons this year. Yeah, I believe so. I think our placement in the division last year, we played the Falcons. So it'd be very fun to play Kyle. I'd love to see our defense play Kyle Pitts this year. But he's gonna be a big stud. I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna be George Kittle good, but hey, I'm hoping George Kittle can still keep his spot as a top tight end in the NFL, and I believe he will if he stays healthy. I gotta keep saying if he stays healthy for all these guys. All right, come on. Let's see what Robbo's doing right now. I'm pretty sure he's happy right now that we drafted Trey Lance. I think he wanted Trey Lance. I'm not sure in particular. I haven't watched his videos in a second, but I'm pretty sure most 49er fans are happy that we got Trey. I think a lot of people wanted him. All right, what's next? What's next? Cincinnati, come on, make your pick already. You know what? Maybe in a couple years, my channel gets big, maybe I could talk to 49er insiders or 49er organization people and like, hey, who y'all gonna be drafting, and then give you guys some quite cool insight. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll have to do that. But hey, at the end of the day, if I get big, in the next couple years on YouTube and on the internet in general, I'll have to be just a fan, just a regular fan. That's all. I don't want to be one of those guys that get famous and then becomes a sellout. That's the most terrible thing you can do, right? As a content creator, I guess you want to call it. With the podcast that I'm running with Aaron, we talk about very sensitive topics, and we try to be as real as possible. If you guys haven't watched it, shoot, I think the link is in the description below for our latest episode. But we talk about the stock market, we talk about college. I went to college personally. Was I a big fan? I hope you guys do stay tuned to that or check it out if you can, because we'll be talking about stuff outside of 49 football. Talk about mostly stuff outside of sports, to be honest with you. Let's see, Kirk. I've been saying the longest we need a mobile quarterback. I'm happy as a fat kid in a candy store. I am too. That's a good analogy. I am very happy. I'm stoked. Luckily, I don't have to work tomorrow, so I don't get to go to the people at work and say we got Trey Lance. I'll be doing that on the weekend. All right, so Cincinnati's not in yet. I'm trying to see. I'm surprised they put it in Cleveland, Ohio. Have any of y'all been to Cleveland, Ohio? I have some people that are from Cleveland, but they said it's not really the best place to be in terms of crime and stuff. But I don't know. I've never been personally. Let's see what's going on right now. It's good so far. Let's see draft on on the clock. No, he's not on the clock anymore. I'm gonna reload my thing right now. See what's happening. Trevor Lawrence gets picked. Kyle Pitts. Okay. Pick analysis. A small school. This is from NFL.com. Let's read this about Trey Lance about the 49ers picking him. The small school standout is an intriguing quarterback prospect due to his rare trait as a big, athletic playmaker with exceptional arm talent. Despite a small sample size of performance and production, Lance has all the traits offensive coaches covet in a high IQ quarterback with diverse toolbox. Yeah, pretty. That's pretty much the assumption I had. Pre-draft about Trey. He's more of a raw talent, but I think if you coach him up really well, which I mean, he's going to one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. When you coach him up really well, you're going to make him a superstar. So Kyle Shanahan has about like 2 or 3 years to make this work. With Trey, and I think he will. Hey, Disney World on the commercials. All right, the pick is in right now for Cincinnati. Next picks are Miami and Detroit. Uh, let's see. But I'm expecting the Bengals to draft the receiver. I'm actually expecting Miami to draft the receiver as well. I think that's the Bengals really big need. They need to give Joe Burrow a lot of help or an offensive lineman. That'd be another important pick for them too. But the Bengals, they're a big struggle. Me and Ruth was talked about it. We talked about how Zach Taylor still has a job. But you know what? With Mike Brown being there, Zach will be the head coach, and I hope he can make it work. I don't know if he will make it work in Cincinnati, but when you come from the Sean McVay tree, it's pretty easy to get a job, right? All right, let's see. Alex Henry, Hedriquez, if I said your name wrong, I apologize, but appreciate you commenting. Trey Lance, yep, got Austin, you're out. Appreciate you, Trey for the win. Yep, there you go. Oh my gosh, everybody's happy. That's good. Most people. Uh, I think Demons was the only one that was pretty upset that we got Trey, but for the most part, you can't be too disappointed. All right, let's see. Joe Burrow got hurt. That's just so unfortunate, man. Rookie quarterback show a lot of promise. Oh wow, Jamar Chase. He went to college with Joe. I forgot he went to LSU and played with him during the national championship year. Let's see who else. Okay, so Cincinnati, Miami, Detroit, Carolina, Denver. But if you guys are still watching this, almost an hour into this whole draft conversation, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Definitely. I need some people to talk to right now in this draft. It's kind of weird to do this by yourself and just talking to a camera. That's just really awkward. But I've been doing this for a while now. It's not as awkward as it used to be before when I first started doing YouTube videos. Joel, yep, I'm happy too. Definitely, definitely happy. All right, the Bengals pick is in. Let's see what they pick. Oh my God, he gets to reunite with his teammate, and we might see the same thing with Miami with Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle. There you go. That's his name, Jalen Waddle. I cannot. When I was making my wide receiver videos, I just could not remember his name. I really couldn't. So um, I'm pretty sure Miami's gonna draft one or two of his teammates just to make him feel like at home. Wow, he gets to go back with his boy Joe. Oh my gosh, we're it's funny, we're 5 picks in to the draft and it's only 9 o'clock Eastern time right now. I think it's like mostly 6 o'clock for you guys. That's really late. Only 5 picks in and an hour's already passed. It should technically we should technically be like in the 10th pick right now if no commercials or anything like that. But you know how the NFL is. They need to make their big dollar coin go. Game Boy, appreciate you watching it. Yep. Joel, appreciate you. Trade to the Bay. Okay. Should we try to make that a trending hashtag? Trade to the Bay. Actually, let me Matthew and Joe. Let me actually write that down in my notes to be sure to write trade to the Bay. Uh, where is it? Let's see. Got a piece of paper right here. I'm gonna write it down. Trade to the Bay. Video. All right. So video tomorrow. Trey to the Bay. There you go. Oh, come on. Trade to the Bay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but trade to the Bay. And Matt Navarro and Joel. I'll shout both you guys up tomorrow for that title because I like that title. Let's see. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, 162 targets, 107 receptions, 23 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns. Oh, 26 games. Very interesting. I think they're gonna be great together. I hope so. I'm a Joe Burrow fan. I like Joe. Kirk, let's party house this Saturday, y'all. But there you go. Tr- Uh, keep a piece of paper. Trades to Bay. Matt Navarre. Well, my screen right now is showing like the opposite, but I'm hoping it's not the opposite way for you guys. There you go. But I'm interested now. Now that we got Trey, I'm interested what they do with the rest of the draft. Maybe they draft another quarterback to have a backup to, I guess Trey Lance now because he'll be the backup quarterback for a little bit until Jimmy is out in San Francisco, and then we need to find a serviceable backup because you see the 49ers play for a while now without Jimmy Garoppolo. When they have a backup quarterback playing, it's been disaster for the most part. They play maybe one or two good games, and then after that, they suck for the rest of the season. Case in point, Nick Mullins. I mean, he had a great game against the Giants, and then the rest of the season, when you really needed him to step up, like the game against the Eagles, the Cowboys, the quote unquote easier games, he can't win those games, and that's very disappointing. And then we have to wait until our boy Jimmy comes back, and then last year 2020 Jimmy Garoppolo comes back way too damn early against the Dolphins, and he gets kind of nicked up, and then it was never the same for 2020. Joel, nice handwriting. Is it really nice handwriting? It's okay. It's okay handwriting. It's okay. David, welcome to my channel. Let's go Niners. Yep, definitely. Ray Martinez, trade to the Bay. Yep. Yeah, Jimmy's been getting hurt. Yeah, I mean, as I keep saying, I'm beating a dead horse right now. If Jimmy never, if he would have won the Super Bowl and or never gets hurt, then no, they don't make this move at all. They don't draft Trey Lance. They don't trade up the number 3 pick overall to get a quarterback. They would have drafted somebody in number 12 overall, or they would have traded down, in my opinion. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. Long term with Jimmy. I wish it did. I'm a big Jimmy Garoppolo fan. Every time he plays, he does show flashes when he's healthy, but then he always gets hurt at the wrong time, or he throws a bad pick. But it's mostly just getting injured because a lot of times I see him throw a pick, but it's not like the one where like it ends the game and it's like tragic, where like we lose the game. But it is annoying to see him throw picks during regular season games. And then I think he threw an interception to Eric Kendricks against the Vikings in the playoff divisional round in 2019. And then Kyle Shanahan got so spooked about that. He just ran the damn ball the rest of the game with Tevin Coleman and then Raheem Mostert in the Packers game. And then he barely, and then they want to use Jimmy in the Super Bowl, which is like one of the places you don't want to do that. You want to just run the ball with Raheem Mostert because he was playing pretty decent in that game against Kansas City. But it is what it is. Let's see, Joel. If he would have won the Super Bowl, heck, I wouldn't trade from 12 to 3. I'd stick around with Jimmy, but he has my support no matter what. Yeah, yeah. You covered a couple of my videos. You said you're a big Jimmy fan. I'm a big Jimmy fan too. To groom our rookie quarterback in Trey Lance. Yep. I don't know if he's a big fan of mentoring. I hope he does a little bit because Tom Brady did I don't know if he mentored Jimmy when he was in New England, but he could return a favor to another young quarterback. But Miami's pick is in. Let's see what they do. I'm thinking Devontae Smith. That's who I'm thinking. Oh, Jalen Waddle. There you go. His teammate. I told you. I'm such a smart guy. I'm just kidding. I'm not a smart guy. I'm really not a smart guy. But it did make sense. I mean, you draft one of the teammates. I'm pretty sure they asked Tua which receiver you wanted in this draft in particular because you had two choices. But I guess Devontae Smith's going to slide a little bit. He was the Heisman Trophy winner this past year. A receiver winning a Heisman Trophy. What is that madness? The Lions, what do they need? Do they need a receiver? Yeah, this is a very quarterback and very receiver centric draft in particular right now. I mean, that's all that's being drafted is receivers and quarterbacks and skill positions. I haven't seen any defensive players yet. Kim Reaper, how you doing? Uh, let's see. CA Life, Cal Life, what's up? How you doing? Did we pick already? Yes, we got Trey Lance, number 3 overall. Trey Lance from North Dakota State, the same school Carson Wentz went to. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be a little bit. I think it's gonna be a little bit different. I don't think he's gonna be like a drama queen like Carson. Carson was a big drama queen in Philadelphia, but Philadelphia was kind of a toxic environment. The front office with Howie Roseman and company, but Trey's going to a much better organization, a little bit more structured, much better talented team. Carson, not all his fault in Philadelphia because they had a terrible offensive line. He literally had no receivers to throw to. I will say we lost to Philadelphia last year in 2020, but he had nobody and he still won the game. Well, it's more Nick Mullins losing the game for us, but Carson had to win the game a little bit and he did a pretty good job in that game. I'll give him credit for that. So Carson, wish him the best of luck in Indianapolis. This is pretty much his last chance in Philadelphia, in Indianapolis, to make a statement. If not, he's pretty much done in the NFL as a starting quarterback. He has a much better team in the Colts. He has the best offensive line, I believe, in the NFL. You can say what you want about the 49ers offensive line, but Indianapolis, it is so stacked, led by Quentin Nelson. You have, I think T.Y. Hilton, he's still there. Marlon Mack, he's a great running back. That defense is very underrated. A top defense, I would say, in the NFL. Not really top 3 or top 5, but around top 10. It's a really good defense. I think we do play the Colts this year, the whole AFC South. All right, let's see if anybody else is saying anything. Let's see. Kid Breaker. I felt a giant. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't because they drafted Trey Lance. Maybe it was because they didn't draft Mac Jones. What if that was the whole reason why we all went so crazy? I don't know. I haven't seen social media on how people are reacting to Trey Lance. I'm pretty sure most people would say positive. If you guys are following social media, let me know how people are feeling about Trey Lance. Or I'm assuming it's mostly positive, but you never know. You might have some weird 49er fans that might think Mac Jones was the guy. So mostly positive so far. Okay, that's good. That's good. So far, Lynch right now, assuming that Trey Lance is a big hit, it's he's a great general manager. Lions pick is in. I don't know. What the Lions need? They do need a quarterback. I will say because Jared Goff, he's not the long term quarterback, but maybe they're not looking for a quarterback this year. Receiver, I think they need a receiver. I think they only have who's on that team right now. I honestly don't even know who's on the Lions right now. 7th pick overall. We'll see. Let's see. AF Echo Sky. I believe Carson Wentz will have his second chance because he missed Frank Wright. Yeah, Daddy Frank Wright. He had an MVP year with Frank Wright as the offensive coordinator, so it's perfect. Joel, let's see. If it was Mac Jones, we pick at number 3. I'd be unhappy about it, but I would understand the pick. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it'd be a lot of outrage if Mac Jones was picked, but at the same time, I think it would cool down hopefully within a week or two if Mac Jones was the top guy for us. But with Trey, I think they were looking for a playmaker. I think Trey could be a big playmaker. I think they're looking, as I said, Patrick Mahomes. They're hoping he can emulate him, essentially. Let me see. All right, everybody else is working now. I'm interested to see where Justin Fields and Mac Jones goes to now in this draft. But maybe the Lions do draft Justin Fields or Jones. But I think the Panthers, they're definitely going to be drafting quarterbacks. So with everybody picking their players right now, the 7th to 8th pick, they're gonna be picking a quarterback. And I'm a Carolina boy. I got a little bit of support to the Panthers, just a little bit of support. So actually I do have some Panthers shirts. It's interesting. I have some family that gave me some Panthers shirts, so please don't criticize me if I do have Panthers shirts. I do represent the hometown team, especially if I'm in Atlanta because that's kind of a big rivalry, Carolina and Atlanta Falcons. Let's see, Kim Reaper. When would the draft overview be up after Saturday? When will the draft? Yeah, I'll have it. If you're asking if I'm gonna be uploading like the whole draft, yeah, I'll do that. But I'll be doing it in snippets first. So tomorrow morning, I'll be uploading tomorrow morning, very early, like for you guys if you're in California. I'll upload like my initial, like my real, like what I think about the pick and why I think the 49ers picked him, number 3 overall, and then also I'll have rounds 2 to 3 for I think Saturday afternoon because I got to work early, and Sunday I got to work too. So I'll probably have some videos ASAP within those times, and then I think Monday I'll be having the overarching view and how it fits to the team, and then maybe take a little bit of a break from all 49er stuff, and then do my prediction of start cut bench. I think you guys, if you've been with me for a while, you guys know what that's about. It's about me picking a position like quarterback position, who's going to be starting, who's going to be the backup, and who I think is going to be cut. And I have to do it to the 53-man roster, or 54, I should say, in any particular year. It's a big thing in my series. That series, also edge to edge videos, position edge, prediction videos. Those are my top three videos usually for the time of the year for the 49ers. They're the ones that quote unquote get the most views on my channel. And rightfully so, because it's a lot of opinions. I think a lot of people are interested to see our lines. I'll be back. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you, Panay Sewell. I think I've heard of him. I think he was one of the top-rated defensive linemen. But I didn't. With with this draft in particular, I looked at some top players, but it was mostly quarterbacks. We were just looking at which quarterbacks they were taking in this year in particular. I look at quarterbacks pretty much every year, even if the 49ers weren't going to draft one. But this year in particular, you had to be all hands on deck on which quarterback they were taking. So, if there's other players I don't know, if it's especially a defensive player, might just like Patrick Surtain, then then don't be surprised, I guess. But the Panthers, they could go many directions. I don't know if you guys want to talk about the Panthers right now. Actually, let me show you the shirt that I have about the Panthers. Let me put my phone somewhere. I'll be right back. There you go. Please don't criticize. There you go. All right, here you go. Here's sorry the fans rolling, but there you go. You got the Panther shirt right there. Yes, I wear that only when I'm going to Atlanta or something like that because of the big NFC South rivalry. But any other time, I will not wear that. But I did get that. I did get a gift from my. I think it was from my brother. So appreciate him for giving me this. It looks really cool. I like it. It's a pretty cool logo. I like the. I don't know if I prefer the older logo or this logo in particular, but I kind of like this logo. It's really warmed up to me. At first, I thought it was kind of weird, but it looked really cool. I don't know what you guys think about it. Sewell. Oh, it's an offensive tackle. I'm so sorry. I thought it was I thought I need some thicker glasses, right? Offensive tackle. That's a good pick for them. Let's see. All right, let's see if anybody else is. All right, Joel. Let's see. Uh, Hoping he wins a lot of Super Bowls for us. Yes, I hope he wins a lot of Super Bowls for us too. Wouldn't that be nice? we need Super Bowl championships. That's what I'm hoping for. I just want to see them win one Super Bowl in my lifetime, preferably more. But if it's just one, I'll be happy because I have not seen them win a Super Bowl yet in my lifetime. I wish I was born in like the early '90s instead of the middle to late '90s. Check some. Are the Panthers about to pick? Who do you guys think the Panthers are gonna pick? Do you think they're gonna pick Justin Fields, Mac Jones, or a wide receiver? No, they don't need a receiver. What else do they need? Defensive back. They need a defensive back. That was a problem for them too. All right, one more minute left until the Panthers pick. Hometown team. Let's see who they're going to pick. I wish. Are we playing the Panthers this year? I don't believe so. I don't think so. Actually. All right. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet right now. Taking a a throat break, I guess you want to call it, from talking too much. I never had to talk this nonstop for a while. I'm usually a quiet guy outside of work or outside of YouTube and everything like that. Outside of working and YouTube, usually a quiet guy, not unassuming guy, I guess you want to call it. But if the 49ers do have games this year, you guys planning on going to any home games for the 49ers? I want to, but I want to see if there's any crazy restrictions in terms of traveling or going to a football game. It's too early to tell, but they said maybe everything could be back to normal maybe by the summer. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping you guys are hoping so as well. I want I want to see 100% fans in football stadiums. That makes it so much fun, especially watching on television. But we'll see. Let's see. AM Echo Sky. Have you seen the 75th logo? Yes, I've seen it. It looks really good. It's funny because the last time they won the Super Bowl was when it was the 75th anniversary of the NFL season. So maybe we can have a similar situation. 75th year for the 49ers. That'd be really cool. To be honest with you, I wish they would wear the throwback uniforms more often. The white, the white away or home uniforms, the ones they've been wearing since 2019 or 2018, I should say. It looks awesome. Looks awesome, awesome. I love I love for them to wear that more often. Also, scheduled release is coming out in a couple weeks, I believe. Let me see. Schedule release. I think it's May 8th, if I can recall. Let's see. NFL schedule release. I know it's so weird to like go all crazy for a schedule release, but it's weird. May 12th. May 12th. May 12th will be the thing. I'll have a prediction video out as always. It's kind of weird because if you've been following my channel for a while, for the past couple of years, I make very similar videos. In terms of like the same topics, in terms of like the draft, OTAs, training camp, prediction videos, all that stuff. But you could do that in sports because every year it's always different. That's the interesting thing about making sports videos is that you can have this essentially the same topic, but since it's a different year, different players, sometimes different coaching staff, you could talk about that every year. So I think that's really interesting about doing sports videos or talking about sports content on YouTube or just any media in general. Like if you're making like another segment like comedy or something like that, you have to think of something brand new every single time. You have to think of something very innovative. I mean, sports you kind of have to, but at the same time, since it's always changing and and stuff like that, you can have the same topic for sports. All right, the Panthers pick is in. Let's see who they're picking. Let's see what the Queen City has picked. Either defensive back, quarterback. Yeah, JC Horn. I've heard of him. I heard he's pretty good. But yeah, defensive back, not surprising at all. I thought they were going to draft a quarterback. Actually, they have Sam Darnold, but at the same time, you know, Sam Darnold, he might work out, he might not work out. But I could see him draft the defensive back, and this is probably the best option for them right now. It's funny because we're talking right now. All these players, they're perfect fits for their teams, but then there's always going to be a bust somewhere. I hope it's not us. I hope it's somebody else, but there's going to be a bust somewhere in the first round, especially in the first round, actually. Oh, Echo Sky. Oh, you got a chance to watch the NFL draft. There you go. But you did miss the excitement for Trey Lance, though. You did miss the excitement, but it was a lot of fun. I should have jumped up when they picked Lance. I should have just jumped up and down and just like went all crazy and maybe like run around naked outside my neighborhood. I'm just playing. No, I'm not. I wouldn't do anything that irresponsible. J.C. Horn, where's he from? Alabama. My gosh, Alabama, the top school right now. Getting all these players. You still have Devontae Smith, you still have Mac Jones, you still have Patrick Surtain. That's three extra Alabama players right now that could get drafted in the first round. That's how impressive Nick Saban has been in the college ranks is to get these guys and then get them ready for the NFL. I give him credit for that. Although he did not have the best NFL career as a head coach, but you know what? To the point, if you get to develop these players and take them to the NFL, that's a bonus points for you. All right, so JC Horn is going to the Panthers. Oh, he played for South Carolina. Actually, I don't know, man. I'm a loser right now. I don't know most of these prospects. I should do more research, but I only care about the 49ers in this channel in particular. If I was doing like an all NFL channel, then yeah, I would care. But this is a 49ers centric channel. That's all I care about. All right, let's see. Let's see. Got a couple of you guys on this live stream right now, so thank you guys again. I would probably thank you guys like every 10, 15 minutes because sometimes you guys are still here. Sometimes I have brand new people coming in to the stream. But yeah, I mean, future plans for me on YouTube. I think I made a video a while back, but changed my name to Bryan Chung. I wanted to do that just, I guess, to get my name out even more. Distinctive Brian. As much as I love that name, as much as I love saying, "Hey yo, it's Brian here," I thought it was a perfect time to make a change. And plus, distinctive is a little bit hard to spell if you're not the best speller like me. Sometimes I even spelled that name wrong in particular, but I think Bryan Chung is a much easier name to spell, in my opinion. And wanted to branch off into podcasting. That's a big thing for me is podcasting. I always wanted to make a podcast. And Aaron, if you're watching this, appreciate you wanting to start this podcast, and hopefully we can take it to brand new heights. And if I talked about it just a couple minutes ago, want to be as real as possible. Not going to talk about politics. I am not a big politics fan. I will be straight with you guys. I don't want to talk about politics that much. I'm not a big fan of it. I think, to be honest with you, it divides the country even more than it already is. I really don't want to do that. People will be like, "Oh, you're a quiet man." It's like, but you know what? If you have an opinion today, it's really hard to sh- show it to people. I believe your opinions, and people, there could be disagreements, but it's just really hard. Maybe I could talk about politics back in the day, but I'm not doing that. I plus I'm not really interested that much, to be honest with you. I'm more interested in the sports stuff. Sports stuff is more fun. It's a little less dividing in terms of the people and what have you. So it is what it is. I don't know how you guys feel about politics or whatever, but for me, you won't be getting it from me anytime soon, unless it's something very, very important. Let's see. Horn. I thought he was coming out. I thought I saw like South Carolina. Hey, South Carolina's the same school. I think Debo and Javon Kinlaw came from. S- University of South Carolina. That's about like an hour 30 from my place right now. I live like near the border of the North and South Carolina border on I-77. Diamonds are forever, and so are the 49ers. Yes, yes, yes. Kirk Washington. I live in DA house. Let's see. All right. So he's picked the Broncos. Okay, this is the interesting one. The Broncos. Who are they going to pick? Are they going to stick with Drew Lock, or are they going to pick another need for another position? But is Drew Lock the guy? I don't know, but I think they might have to pick a quarterback. I'm thinking Justin Fields if they're looking for a quarterback. But the Broncos, they can't be just drafting quarterbacks every single time. They tried Elway has tried so many quarterbacks and none of them have worked out. The only reason he got he got lucky with the Super Bowl is because he had Peyton Manning, but Peyton Manning was like dead by the time like it was his last year because he was so beat up. You couldn't do anything else. Let's see. AM Echo Sky. Dang it, my bad. South Carolina. Yeah, South Carolina. Game Boy politics are dividing. Yeah, and you know, do I care if the players and the coaches are political or politically like they are today? I really don't care, to be honest with you. I just care if they want to win. That's the big thing. But the conventional wisdom is if you're winning, nobody cares. But then if you're losing, people care. It's like Antonio Brown with the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the day when he was winning and he was doing all those crazy antics. Nobody cared, but then like when he had lower numbers and the Steelers weren't winning as much, that was a big problem. So I guess politics could be the same way too with players. But if they have an opinion, then it's totally fine with me. But at the same time, I don't follow it too much, so that's just my opinion right there. Let's see. Meadows, we got Star Lance Arm. Yep, yep. We got Trey Lance. That's good. Echo Sky. Me, I didn't know politics. Politics are over. Yep, exactly. Politics are over. And really, I don't want to stray too much from the 49er talk and the drafts talk, but if you really want to get into politics, you better run for office. That's all I could tell you. If I mean, Donald Trump, he wasn't a political figure. He was a businessman, and he won presidency. So if he can win it, then anybody can win it. And I think he was the first one in United States history that he was the president without having political office. So anybody can win it now, and maybe that open more opportunities up for regular people like you and me can run for president. But you know, it is what it is. All right, the Broncos. Let's see what they're going up to right now. Let's see what the Broncos. Oh my God! Look at all the quarterbacks ever since Peyton left. Trevor Simeon, he's had the most starts. Decent winning record. But we'll see if they draft the quarterback. I think they will, but that'd be too many quarterbacks for John Elway. You know, he's good at free agency, but he's not really good at the draft. The pick is in. Echo Sky, political science. Yeah, That's good. Congratulations, man. Hopefully, uh, it goes well for you, Echo Sky, in politics. If you're trying to run for political office or be a political analyst. All right, let's see. That's a lot of people in Cleveland right now. A lot of Cleveland Browns fans. It's fun. Oh, where were all the Browns fans before? There was not a lot, but now they're coming out, which is fine. I guess we could say the same with the 49ers. The Broncos are about to pick a quarterback potentially. That fan already saw who they're picking. I think Justin Fields. I think, but we'll see. Patrick Surtain. I think the Cowboys wanted him. Oh my gosh, they drafted the defensive back. They got a cornerback, not a quarterback, but a cornerback. Patrick Surtain the second. Alabama, another Alabama guy, as you all know. But Dallas, maybe they're beating their table right now. I think Jerry Jones wanted this guy to be their top pick, but the Cowboys, I don't know who they're going to pick now. Let me see. Somebody heard about it. It's weird. Why does everybody want to play for the 49? Like all the quarterbacks want to play for the 49ers. I know Rodgers and Brady are from California, but it's just weird that everybody wants to play for the 49ers in particular. Is it because of Kyle Shanahan? Is it because of that stacked team that we have right now? I don't know, but it's interesting that everybody wants to uh, play for the 49ers. The 49ers are a make-a-wish team. Mm, Let me see. Would have been cool. There we go. All right, so Sertan is gone. There's 20 more picks. A couple of you guys are still in this whole chat room right now. I hope you guys can stay for 20 more picks or 22 more picks. That's going to be a lot. That is going to be a lot to look forward to. I'll try to talk about stuff outside of football, outside of the 49ers. I don't want to talk football all the time. I love football, but I have a life a little bit, just a little bit. All right, so uh, Sertan, I think he's gonna be pretty good. Oh, I think all these guys are gonna be pretty good, but I don't know if they will. I don't think we'll be officially. All right, so let's see what's going on right now. Game Boy, you have a great day too. You have a great day. Echo Sky, I guess the Broncos steals a draft. Maybe they did. I'm pretty sure some teams were interested in him beforehand. I have no plan to run for office. No way, Jose. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I respect that. All right, Dallas. Who are you gonna pick? What do the Cowboys need? From the top of my head, offensive line. They need that definitely. Their offensive line is aging. They did have one of the best. They did have one of the best in the NFL a couple years ago, but everybody's leaving. Everybody's getting hurt. Travis Fletcher just retired. What else? Who else do they need? Um, actually, I don't. Offensive line, defensive players. They need defense. As much as their offense could be okay, even with Dak Prescott being injured all year last year, their defense was terrible. It was absolutely straight up garbage. They need to work on that for their upcoming season. Who drafts at the the Cowboys? I think it's going to be the. Let me see right now. I know it's kind of weird. The Giants and the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to be drafting. Who is it? Uh, Devontae Smith. They need a receiver badly. Like they really need to give Jalen Hurts somebody to work with. Jalen Hurts. All right, almost 100 minutes into this whole conversation. Heard about it. Would it be, let me see. Somebody texted me about Aaron Rodgers. The rumors about him. Yeah. Lance to the Bay. I'm gonna text you right now. Lance to the Bay. Lance to Actually, actually, when I go to work, I don't really tell a lot of people about my YouTube channel. If anybody at work that stumbles upon this video, then that's kind of weird. But at the same time, I don't really like to tell a lot of people outside of work and YouTube and like just public life, my normal life, about what I do outside of outside of this. It's just kind of awkward, in my opinion, to talk to people about my YouTube channel and stuff outside or stuff like within the internet or podcast. I only tell very few people that I trust in real life on what I do outside of my time, on my free time. Echoes. Let me see. Okay. Game Boy Sleep. He is going to sleepy right now. Hope you guys do check my videos out tomorrow. I'll definitely have a grade, which is probably going to be a big fat. Let's see, a big fat A. Has to be A plus. Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Oh, the Eagles. What? The Eagles are trying to get a receiver. They have to get a receiver. Actually, the Eagles do remind me of somebody, but I will not mention his name. I don't really need to be mentioning his name after all the controversy surrounding the big fanboy. All right, but Howie Roseman, he has to have a big hit. He's had a lot of misses in the draft. I think the only Pro Bowler he's had is Carson Wentz, and then everybody else has been a big fat bust. So I'm hoping he's leaning towards his draft scouts, not just himself, on who to pick within the first round. That's kind of weird. I did not know the uh. So what was the trade about, anyways? I'm surprised they would trade with the division opponent, but let's see. Philly just picked a wide receiver. So where's Dallas drafting? Okay, Dallas is drafting number 12 overall. So they just swapped two extra picks. Maybe they want to pass the Giants. I mean, this is all the NFC East right here: the Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboys right now. Let's see. Eagles has a trade spot over Eagles Cowboys rivalry. NFC East, NFC East. I'm glad I'm not in the NFC East. What do they do draft Justin Fields? But they don't have Jalen Hurts. I think I don't know if they're investing all their time in Jalen Hurts for the Eagles, but we'll see. Mac Jones. Having to wait. You know what? This is why if you don't know where you're going, if you're not like Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson, where you know you're going to a certain team, if you don't know, I would probably just stay at home. But that's just my opinion. These prospects, they can either go to New York. I call it New York, or stay at home. But I prefer to stay at home, have a barbecue with the family if that's what they're doing. All right, come on, Philadelphia. Don't waste my time. Let's see what they got. Devontae Smith is the top player right now, according to Todd McShay. It's funny. Let's talk about other analysts outside of me. I guess let's talk about national analysts like Skip Bayless and all those guys. I don't know how you feel about analysts about sports, but um, I'm okay with them. But at the same time, some of them are really crazy. I feel like some people, like when they do big analysis on national television, they say like weird takes in order to get attention. I think Skip is a big suspect of that, a big offender of that. I mean, Skip would say some crazy things about LeBron James. As much as I don't know if I'm the biggest LeBron fan, but at the same time, I can't hate LeBron at all. I think he's a great player, but Skip is a big staunchy hater of LeBron. He loves the Cowboys too much, even though they suck for the most part. But he did acknowledge in 2020 that they weren't a really good team. But he's a big Cowboy fanboy, which I guess I can't blame at all. I gotta be a big fanboy of the 49ers. Stephen A. Smith, I do love me some Stephen A. Smith, but you know he could be a little too over dramatic, but that's his personality right there. Max Kellerman, I'm actually not a big fan of Max Kellerman too much. Max, if you are ever watching this video, I'm sorry, I guess, but I don't know. It's not the same with as Skip and Stephen A. Smith. I remember first take a couple those years ago. It felt like a lifetime ago. Man, that was the star-studded lineup: Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. They actually kind of inspired me to make this YouTube channel. Uh, uh, so I gotta appreciate them for that. But I'm a big fan of Skip and Stephen A. Smith. As much as I give, as much as Skip gets a lot of hate, but the one thing he does get right, I will say, is about Tom Brady. Anything he talks about Tom Brady, he gets right like 99% of the time. I'll give him that. All right, the Eagles pick is in. Let's see what they're picking. Devontae Smith, maybe. Let's see. Oh, all right. Hey, they got a receiver finally. Finally, they pick a wide receiver. They made it pick too many receivers, but hopefully this is their last receiver that they ever have to pick for a while. Let's see. Echo Sky, Skip Bayless is fake news. Sometimes I agree. Stephen A. Some of you guys like Stephen A. I can respect that. What is he? He's a Cowboy hater. I'm pretty sure you guys are. I don't think you guys are Cowboy haters, but you guys aren't Cowboy fans. I'm pretty sure that makes it nice. But he does conform to certain athletes. I think like he uh, it's kind of weird. I think uh well what was another situation? I don't know. He always says like not like if he says somebody is a scrub or somebody's terrible, he always has to say like I apologize in advance or something like that. But to be honest with you, you don't really have to do that because it's business. When you talk about sports, when you talk about certain players or coaches, you're talking about them as a professional, not as a person. So like Skip is always like, I love him as a brother, but he's a bum or something like that. He does that a lot. He's a big offender of that. I try not to do that too much. I did that when I was first starting, but then now I figured I was like, I'm just talking about their professional career, whether it's football or basketball, but mostly football. So if you have a opinion, you got to just say your opinion, and that's what I try to say about him. Thoughts on Greg Cohen? I've seen some of his stuff. I heard he was a big Jimmy G hater, which I disagree with, but he's in and out. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not a hater as well. It's more neutral for me, so it's not nothing too crazy. Although some of you guys did say I have to go on his show, maybe one day. Let's see, Echo Sky. Plus, I don't like this fairway the bandwagon Cowboy fans. They have a bandwagon fans, really? Maybe back in the '90s, like way back in the day. I mean, like the Cowboys winning Super Bowls, that feels like a lifetime ago. Like the Cowboys have not been super good since those Super Bowl years. At least the 49ers, we've been good at certain points in this century. The 2010s, we've had two Super Bowl appearances. The Cowboys, they had no NFC Championship appearances. If you didn't know that already, they have not made it to the NFC Championship in a long time. I'm from Dallas. Alex, what's up? I'm from Dallas. Those Fairweather fans are Seahawks fans. Really? Oh wow. Well, I guess I don't know why the Seahawks, but I mean the Seahawks. They had won a Super Bowl since 2013, and then they messed that Super Bowl up against the Patriots. If they would have won that Super Bowl against the Patriots, everybody would be a Seahawk fan by now. I might have been a Seahawk bandwagon fan too. I'm just kidding. Heck no, I would never do that. That would be a big traitor. Echo Scott because of what someone calls Cowboys America's team. Actually, I do agree with Stephen A. Though I think with Tom Brady being there in New England, they should have been America's team because I mean that would be perfect. They have the red, white, and blue stripes. They have the big Patriot guy, whatever that logo, and Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. They were just winning for 20 years straight. So that would have been America's team. Not anymore now, but before. But the Cowboys, they're always known as America's team because of Tom Landry. Got to give Tom Landry a lot of credit, though. I mean, you talk about Cowboys history; they have a lot of good history, and everybody regards them as one of the top franchises of all time, not just recently, but of all time. And Jerry Jones, the marketing wizard that he is, the most valuable team in the world. Even being Manchester United, I think they're the second team on the list. Kirk Washington. They are not my team. You talk about the Cowboys or the Seahawks? Definitely not the Cowboys. Definitely not the Seahawks. I mean, if you're a Seahawk fan, I guess if you're a Seahawk fan, you can watch this. I don't hate the Seahawks actually, but at the same time, this is mostly a 49er channel. But I will say about Seattle though, as much as a lot of people give them flack, but as much as a lot of people say they don't have a chance of making the playoffs, with Russell Wilson, they always have a chance to make the playoffs. So I'm always fearful of him. I'm pretty sure you guys are as well. I saw his record as a starter. It was like 15-4 against the 49ers. So he's very comfortable playing the 49ers every game. Okay, Cowboys. Tom Landry died, a New York Giants fan, after Jerry Jones fired him. Yeah, that'd be fine right there. But yeah, I wasn't alive when all this stuff happened when Tom Landry got fired and they replaced it with Jimmy. But I heard that was pretty messed up what Jerry did, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Cowboy fans from way back in the day, like the older Cowboy fans, they still hate Jerry Jones to this day. Which I guess you could have grudges, but at the same time, they did win three Super Bowls ever since Jimmy Johnson took over. I know we're talking about the Cowboys right now. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I think the Bears just traded too. Oh, we could talk about our boy Mitch Trubisky. A couple of years ago, Mitch Trubisky. My gosh, you know what? I think I said this before, but I think Mac Jones is getting the Mitch Trubisky hype. I really believe so. And the Bears got the left pick, so the Giants traded down. Let's see. Are they gonna drop another quarterback? Do they need another quarterback? I believe so. I think they do need a quarterback. I think they were part of the Russell Wilson. There wasn't really a real sweepstakes, but they were interested in the Deshaun Watson sweepstake as well. But Deshaun, well, nobody's gonna be touching him anytime soon. But if Deshaun never had any of those allegations against him, if it wasn't that serious, then yeah, we would have traded for him. I believe Jimmy would be out the door by now, and Deshaun would be our starting quarterback had he not had those allegations happen to him. Unfortunately, you know, I don't know how to feel about those allegations, but if it's true, then Deshaun screws over, man. If it's all true, if it all happens to be true about what he's being accused of, but it's innocent until proven guilty, and we'll see what the law has to say about everything going on with him. But that's not what this video is about. It's about our boy or our team, the 49ers. All right, so it's about 20 minutes now. If you're still watching this live stream, thank you guys so much. You guys are a little too kind. You guys are too brave to hear me yap about everything right now, from football to outside of football. All right, so let's see. The Bears gave up a first and a fourth round pick. What? What? To just move up 2 spots or a couple spots? Or actually, no, they were like 22nd, so they made the playoffs last year. All right, Bears. You know what? That's a little weird to post an advertisement about anything, like even if it's a good cause, in front of a draft pick. I think that's kind of weird, but they can do whatever. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. But actually, I'll listen to Roger a little bit, and we can talk a little bit after. I think he's gonna. I think that man's gonna be announcing the Bears pick one day. I would love to announce the 49er draft pick too. I'll probably mess it up, but I'll love to say with the whatever pick in the first round of the NFL draft, the 49ers select. That would be really cool. Wouldn't that be a cool tree? We should make a petition right now to let me say the 2022 draft. All right, let's see who they pick. Would they draft a quarterback? I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see who they're picking. Oh, whoa, Justin Fields. My gosh, they picked a quarterback. Justin Fields and the Bears. I think his career's over in Chicago. Working with Matt Nagy. Ugh, that's just ugh. I don't know how to feel about that, but I hope I wish him the best of luck in Chicago. But they did need a quarterback though. They did they, they did need cute. But yeah, man, they mortgaged their future for Justin Fields. Okay, I. I hope it works out. I want to like Justin Fields, but I hope he breaks that stereotype for Ohio State quarterbacks. We'll see. All right, so the only quarterback available, like from the top board, is Mac Jones. But um, let's see, the Cowboys no, the Chargers no, the Vikings no. What if Mac Jones fell out of the first round? That would be crazy if he did. Let's see, but somebody's gonna draft him. Whether it's gonna be either Washington or New England. How far do you think Mac Jones? I think he'll be in the first round, but I don't know where he's going. If I'm looking at the draft board right now, the Cowboys are not going to draft him. All the way to the 15th pick, the Patriots. That's a potential team right there. Um, the Raiders, if they hate Derek Carr so much, I mean, John Gruden, I know he's not a big fan of Derek Carr, so maybe that might be an option, but I don't think they're drafting quarterback. So New England at 15, Washington at 19. Um, Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everybody else looks set on quarterback. I'm gonna go through the list right now for the draft picks. The Cowboys, Dak Prescott; Chargers, Justin Herbert; Vikings, Kirk Cousins; Cardinals with Kyler Murray; Raiders potentially Derek Carr; Dolphins with Tua, unless they hate Tua so much they draft another Alabama quarterback. Wouldn't that be crazy right there? Because technically the Miami Dolphins have the 18th pick, and they can just draft another quarterback just to troll another Alabama quarterback. The Giants, they have Daniel Jones. I'm not a big Daniel Jones fan, but Dave Gettleman is. The Colts, they have Carson Wentz. The Titans, they have Ryan Tannehill. The Jets, they already drafted Zach Wilson. The Steelers, the Steelers could be another option too. Um, they do have Ben Roethlisberger. I think they have Landry Jones, if I can't recall. That could be another option right there. The Browns, they have Baker Mayfield. The Jaguars, they have Trevor Lawrence. The Saints, that could be another option too. The Packers, they have Rodgers, maybe. Oh no, they have Jordan Love. The Bills, they have Josh Allen. The Ravens, they have Lamar, and the Bucks, they have Goat Brady. Do you think Tom Brady's the goat? By the way, of all of football, do you think he's better than Joe Montana? I love it. I love to hear that conversation right there with 49er fans. If he does, if he if you think Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. It depends. I mean, cases for Tom Brady, he's won the most Super Bowls out of anybody. He took a lowly Buccaneers team to the Super Bowl and won it all. He's a winner in New England. So I mean, yeah, you can make a very big case he's the goat of all of football. Joe Montana, the big case about him, he never lost a Super Bowl. So it's one of those weird cases. Like, which one do you go with? Do you go with the guy with more Super Bowls or the guy that's lost no Super Bowls? I don't know. I still love my boy Joe Montana, but Tom Brady, with me being alive during his time and not Joe's time, it's a little bit easier for me to fall in love with Brady more than Joe in terms of like the go to ball quarterbacks. I'd always pick Joe, but I think Brady's the go to ball quarterbacks, and I don't know. Some people might hate hearing me saying that, but if you appreciate football, if you know football a little bit, then you gotta appreciate what Brady's done for the 20 plus years. Let's see, Alex. Different eras, hard to judge. Brady has a lot of more protection. Yeah, that's a good point as well. Joe, I mean, his time, he got beat up pretty good. There's not a lot of restrictions. Health, it was not a concern back in those days. Like, whatever, if you get hit, then you get hit. But now, even if you like sniff at Brady, if you like tap him a little bit, you get a penalty flag. That's crazy right there. But it is a little bit watered down in the NFL. But I understand the reasons for it. You have to have a little bit of safety net for what is it for football because it's a very dangerous sport. The Cowboys, who are they gonna pick now? So we got Justin Fields out of the way. We only got Mac Jones. I don't know. I don't think any other quarterback's gonna be picked unless it's Kyle Trask from Florida, Kyle Pitts' teammate. But yeah, for the most part, nothing too crazy except the Chicago pick. I didn't think they were gonna trade that much to draft Fields, um, but actually with Justin Fields, he's going to a really good defense. The Bears are a top defense. They have been for a while now. They have some talent on offense, but Matt Nagy, I'm not a big fan of. Actually, I don't think he's the best coach right now in the NFL, and you know, he has a little bit of an outdated offense. Oh, we got another guy announcing a pick. Let's see, Kirk. You said Joe Montana. I can't blame you at all. You said you've been a Niner fan for a long time, so I mean, when you became a Niner fan, Joe Montana was just getting started. I think he won his first Super Bowl, right? If I can't mistaken, and then he's won like three more after that. Let's see. Echo Sky. Steelers have Big Ben, Mason Rudolph. Ugh. That is not a good choice right there. Big Ben, he's retiring in a year or two. Mason Rudolph, he is no good at all. He's like Nick Mullins. He has the Nick Mullins syndrome. And Dwayne Haskins, I mean, that guy has like one of the worst work ethics I've ever seen in a while. Dwayne Haskins, he is not good at all. Also, he's an Ohio State quarterback, but the terrible work ethic. Ron Rivera wanted to work with him. Ron Rivera was trying so much to help him, but nothing at all. And poor Alex Smith, he had to come back to the field because Dwayne was so trash, and they ended up making the playoffs with Alex Smith. He ended up retiring. I never mentioned that in my videos, but congratulations to Alex Smith for a great career. But let's see, Dallas. Oh gosh, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. Micah Parsons. That makes sense for the Cowboys because Sean Lee just retired. No Sean, there's a guy named No Sean Moreno if you remember him from Denver. Well, I think Stephen A. or whoever was like No Sean Lee. Oh no, that was Shannon. No Sean Lee. Oh, Sean Lee. I hope you have a great retirement. Let's see. With the Alex with the 49ers draft the quarterback, that has to be the most sensible option for me is to draft a quarterback or a cornerback. I should say quarterback or a backup quarterback, but quarterback would be the next option for me. Kirk, you've been a fan since 1982. Yep. I mean, they won their first Super Bowl in '81, I believe. Right? Was it 1981 they won their first Super Bowl? But that would have been a great time to be alive to be a 49er fan. You're lucky. You got to watch all those great years in San Francisco. You got to watch two Hall of Fame quarterbacks in a row. But we did have struggling years after that during the 2000s when the York family decided to fire Steve Mariucci, and then we had so many losing seasons, and then Jim Harbaugh came. But yeah, I mean, you were there for the 80s and 90s, man. Those were the glory days of the 49ers. I hope we can get those glory days back. I'm hoping with Jimmy Garoppolo for the very short term and then Trey Lance in the long term we can get those glory days back. I believe so. But the thing with the 49ers is that they have to start Trey Lance as soon as possible because he's on a rookie deal right now. And then, later on in a couple of years, they're going to have to pay him big boatload of money in order to keep him. So, I would stick him on the bench forever, but we'll see how Jimmy does this year in 2021. So I don't believe he's on the trading block this year unless they got a blowaway offer. That was the rumor situation for the 49ers is if Jimmy was like if somebody offered Jimmy Garoppolo a first round pick, which that was not going to happen at all. And plus, nobody's going to take that contract. That was a big fat contract. People are talking about cutting him, but I think it's too late to cut him already. I think they have to take his salary from April 1st deadline from what I can recall. So that's out of the picture. It's either trading him or keeping him, which I believe they will keep him. The LA Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. That's still weird to say to this day, and from the time I'm alive until the end of my life, it's still weird to say the Los Angeles Chargers. They belong in San Diego, but yeah, I would have been a Chargers fan back then if I loved the Chargers even more. I was a big LT fan actually. LT was one of the first guys I really liked as a player, but I never became a Chargers fan. I guess luckily or unluckily. Echo Sky, the Steelers signed Big Ben. Yep, they signed him to a 1 year deal. I thought he was going to retire, but I guess he wants to keep playing. I don't know if it's for the money. I think Shannon was talking about for the money, which I guess making money is great and all, but at the same time, you got to take care of your body. I hope his body can take it. Let's see, Kirk. Yes, sir, and I hope we could do that again. Yes, I hope we could do that again. I'm pretty sure since you've been watching 49er football since '82, was it 94 was the last time we won the Super Bowl. I know you're still waiting, but I'm still waiting too, and I've only been a fan since like the late 2000s and early 2010s. Bowling. We're watching bowling videos for you. Let's watch. We gotta watch the draft. Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons. That should be interesting. All right, so 114 minutes into this live stream right now. Mac Jones is still waiting. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks when you have to like when you're in the green room and you're just like waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm glad I'm not a draft prospect in Cleveland right now. But there's Charger fans. What did the Spanos family pay for those Charger fans? I hope they didn't. I don't mean to be offensive to the Chargers, but it sucks that they made the move to Los Angeles and everybody approved. I live in Los Angeles, but I'm a faithful to the Bay. That's good. I used to live in Orange County, California. If you guys didn't know, for about a year or two, but that was when I was really young. That was like way back in the day for me. But I try to visit there as much as possible. I do have a lot of family there, a lot of extended family. But with everything going on, especially last year, I wanted to go but couldn't go. But this year we're gonna try to make a trip there definitely because I do love me some California. Although I don't know if they really have problems. I've heard on the news. I don't know if you should trust in the news that much, but at the same time, I do love all the stuff that they offer, like Disneyland. I haven't been to Disneyland in a while. I love the beach. What else did they got? In-N-Out Burger. Oh my gosh, I miss In-N-Out Burger. I wish we had In-N-Out Burger in North Carolina, but I know the CEO of In-N-Out says that she was not going to expand beyond Texas during her lifetime. So that's gonna be a very long time if we're looking for In-N-Out Burger in the East Coast especially. But yeah, I do miss me in In-N-Out Burger. Uh, I, I gotta try if you're from California watching this right now, I gotta try what is it a 4x4. I gotta that sounds really good right there. Man, I just really want one right now. Let me see. Echo. I'm a Steelers hater because they're selfish. The Steelers remind me of Charlie Sheen because of when. In fact, I can't stand these Steelers fans. I don't mind Steelers fans, dude. Steelers fans, they don't rub their Super Bowls as much as the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they love to rub their Super Bowl wins, even though it's been a long time. At least the Steelers, they won one the past decade. Double double animal style for the win. Animal style, animal style is okay, but I'm not a big fan of it personally. I know that sounds very uh, crazy to say, but I just like my regular burger. But I will try the 4x4. I'll probably post it on the internet when I do. Also with the fries, I do get cheese fries. I always ask for cheese fries because I love cheese for some reason, and that's really good right there. A lot of people get animal style fries, but I would always request for cheese fries. And actually, I heard it's a really good place to work. Apparently, I did not know that because fast food they have a very bad reputation. But I heard In-N-Out Burger, if you want to make it a career, you can make it a career. I gotta try that. If I go to California, if I want to a side job or something like that, I should try In-N-Out Burger. I heard great things about it. Let's see, get some water. All right, y'all. It's about the 13th, 14th pick right now, and it's 10 o'clock right now. So this is gonna be dragging on for a while. We are not ending this anytime soon, from the looks of it. Kirk, you just had a 3x3. That sounds really good. You know what? You're making me hungry, and I'm jealous right now because you get to have an In-N-Out burger, and I get to have a Five Guys, which I love me some Five Guys, but I think In-N-Out burger's better in my opinion, and it's cheaper too. Like In-N-Out Burger, you could pay for a burger for like literally $10, and like an In-N-Out Burger, you can get literally $10 for like a big meal, like a double double, fries, and a drink. Yep, JCP, welcome. Trey to the Bay. Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. Trey is coming to San Francisco, and yeah, hopefully, if you're watching my video tomorrow, hopefully we make that a trending thing. Trey to the Bay. I don't know if anybody started that hashtag, but I guess we can make it popular. Echo Sky, I like In-N-Out Burger. That is so good. Yes, it's so good. Oh my gosh. The pick is in. Minnesota's next. New England. I'm gonna be interested to see what New England does. I'm gonna see if they draft Mac Jones. Demon, we could have stayed where we were in drafting Lance. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think somebody would have took it. I think somebody would have taken him. I think Denver might have taken him, or maybe Chicago would have traded up to get Lance. But you just can't take that chance. And I think Atlanta might have been intrigued by that option too. Like it was like, shoot, we can draft the replacement to Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan's getting a little bit older in age. I know he's still playing great football, but he's getting up there in age. We got to move on. Plus, they have a new coach and a new general manager. Maybe Arthur Smith wants to start a new quarterback. But you know what? Since Lance got picked by the 49ers, we'll never know, and they drafted Kyle Pitts. All right, so let's see what's next. Chargers. All right, so the pick is in. Let's see who they're gonna pick. Let's see who the LA Chargers are gonna pick. The no fan Chargers. I wish they had fans, but they don't have any fans that much. That's a nice jewelry thing for the Chargers. Let's see, most passing touchdowns by a rookie quarterback. You got Justin Herbert, 31 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns. And that's also what I hate about the 17 game season too is that you have to like all the statistics would be like pretty much outdated by now. I mean, we talk about 14 games, 16 games, now 17 games, and then it's gonna be 18 games soon, I believe. That like all the records are gonna be very obscured. All right, Chargers. Rashawn Slater. Offensive tackle. They need some protection for Justin Herbert. I don't blame them at all. They need some help because Herbert kind of got beat up a little bit with that terrible line. All right, let's see. Let's see. Echo because I live in California. Uh, let's see. Velez, what's up? Do you think Kyle's gonna going to work more on the O line? More for depth because they need depth, but I think if they had a role with their offensive line right now, so assuming that's gonna be Trent Williams, Lincoln Tomlinson, Alex Mack, Daniel Brunskill, and Mike McGlinchey. I think they'll be set on the starters, but they do need to find some good backup players because we saw last year when Trent Williams went out due to illness and then getting injured a little bit, and Justin School had to step in. That was not a good time. I was not a big fan of that, and the Packers game was the big example of that. Man, he got so outschooled by the Smith brothers, and it was not a fun time to watch Thursday night football at that time. So yeah, I think they can draft some backup people definitely, and maybe some replacements if some of them do have to leave for free agency or something like that. So I expect them to look for somebody at least. All right, so let's see. Offensive line. Offensive lineman next is the Vikings. What do the Vikings need? What do the Vikings need? Maybe an offensive lineman too to protect Kirk Cousins. I mean, if I'm the Vikings, I don't mean to be a Kirk Cousins hater, but they need to find a quarterback to be honest with you because Kirk Cousins will not take them to where they need to be at all. He he's good in the regular season. He's good at putting up numbers, but that's pretty much it. Nothing else. Nothing else to say that he's the franchise quarterback. And I knew when they paid him 3 years, $84 million, fully guaranteed. I knew they made a mistake, and I think the Vikings know they made a mistake too. But it's hard to find a quarterback, so they had to pay him something in order to in order to keep him there. I guess. Let's see. So far everything is normal right now, but who's that? Father son. That's cool right there. Let's see. Echo Sky agreed the Vikings need a better quarterback by drafting. Yes, I believe so, especially for the long term future, anyways, because he's been there for a while now. They should have won something, and they haven't won anything really. I think they won maybe one playoff game. They did beat the Saints though, and the Saints hate the Vikings so much, but they did have one playoff game. That's pretty much it to show. Maybe Mac Jones goes there. Would not be surprised at all. But he don't look happy at all. Mac Jones. Oh, the Jets are trading up. Okay, the Jets are going to take the Vikings pick. Everybody's trading today. A lot of people are trading. Let's see what Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur pick, and maybe they're gonna draft a receiver or something. But a lot of the top players are gonna be gone. So the Jets have a minute until they draft somebody. Yep, the Jets made the trade. I don't know what it's gonna be, but whatever right now. Let's see. What do you think about the call to Green Bay about Rodgers? Uh, you know what? I think I don't know how to look. I don't know how to feel about this because Rodgers. I mean, definitely short term Super Bowl. I think we would have won a Super Bowl, but at the same time, maybe Kyle and Lynch were thinking 10 years from now with Trey Lance. But I think the Packers they weren't going to pull the trigger. I think that's what happened at the end of the day. Maybe the 49ers did offer a package up, but then the Packers like, nah, we're good. Even though they do have Jordan Love, but I don't even think Jordan Love's going to be that good in the NFL. Maybe he will be, but like when they drafted him last year, I was like, what? Why would they do that? And they traded up too to get him. So that was even the more bizarre situation about the Packers. But if Matt LaFleur and Brian Gerwitz, I think that's his name for the general manager. If they identify him as the guy to be the replacement to Rodgers, then can't blame him at all. Can't blame him at all. They must have found something that we don't know about. All right, so the pick is in for the Jets, who they need everything else. They do have a quarterback. They have a quarterback now. Now they need to find some pieces maybe around him or some defensive players. But I think they're going to draft an offensive player for this one to give Zach Wilson some help. So the schedule release is on May 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a big party. It's gonna be a big party. All right, so let's see. So 126 minutes into this whole conversation right here. Hope you guys are enjoying the draft. Hope you guys enjoy me yapping about random stuff. And yeah, since the 49ers aren't picking anything, since it's all other teams, but it's a pretty good opportunity to talk about other teams because I love talking about other teams as well. I love to see how they're doing as well. So it's a perfect opportunity this time of the year to talk about it. Let's see. Let's see. Echo Scott. Sometimes the trade is weird and the most unpredictable moments in the off season of the year. Of course, yep. The trade, yep. Stuff people trading up. I mean, the Bears. I didn't expect them to trade up for Justin Fields. That was something I didn't expect at all. Actually, Joel, what's up? You're back. What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing well again. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, sleepy, 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 sleepy. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mean to be like a child right now, but got my little Grogu right here. Well, this used to be called Baby Yoda, but we're gonna call him Grogu. We're gonna call him Grogu. Joel, we need a mobile quarterback. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That's just the trend now in today's NFL is mobile quarterbacks. I mean, can you still be successful with the drop back quarterback, pure drop back? Of course, yeah, sure. But you need a guy that can get out of the pocket and make some plays. I mean, Kaepernick and Wilson were like the first guy. Well, actually, goes back to Rhino Cunningham. He was like the first mobile quarterback, and then Michael Vick, and then Kaepernick, Wilson, and then now you have like Deshaun Watson and Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray. These guys, they're tearing it up right now. Let's see, Kirk. Appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're saying that Pats might take Jones. Yeah, I believe so too. I mean, we all know Cam's not going to be their future. We know Cam is so beat up right now, but I wouldn't mind seeing Cam start another year. I know a lot of people in Charlotte they have very mixed opinions about Cam because as much as we love him for his playmaking ability and being a great quarterback, he was a little bit of a show off. He was a little bit arrogant, cocky, and a little bit of a man child, I guess you want to call it. I mean, a lot of people it can be very divided on how you feel about Cam Newton in Charlotte right now or before. Let's see if I can get two third round picks. Okay, running back, cornerback. Running back. Yeah, you can use your running back. I don't know if Le'Veon Bell is still there anymore, but that could be another need. Let's see, Robert Sala. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, our ex coach. But I will say, D'Amico Ryan's, excited for him to take over for Salah. Maybe in the next year or two, he could get a head coaching opportunity. I hope he does. I hope he does well in San Francisco and takes us to bigger heights than Salah did as a defensive coordinator. He might be even better. So we'll see. But I'm wishing the best of luck in San Francisco as our D coordinator. Let's see. Joel Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl and has a Super Bowl. Josh Allen is a mobile quarterback. Lamar Jackson. That's another one too. Our Jets. See what Salah picks. A guard, yeah, offensive line. I know McShay didn't have offensive line, but you got to protect Zach Wilson. Sam Darnold took a big beating when he was in New York, so you got to shore up that offensive line. Offensive line is something that is a very underrated part of football. We talk about the quarterbacks, we talk about the playmakers, but we never talk about the offensive line that much, and they don't really have stats to really show anything. Sure, you have Pro Football Focus, but do we really trust Pro Football Focus? A lot of people outside of San Francisco, when I do my edge videos, they always mention Pro Football Focus, but I'm like, I don't really believe everything in Pro Football Focus. And plus, you got to pay for those statistics. I was like, why do you want to pay for that? I don't want to pay for statistics when I could just look it up or like just watch a game or something like that. I don't want to waste my money on extra statistics. That's not going to help me or any of the teams that are playing because the past performance and in football, past performance does not always equal success, especially in football. So. Pro Football Focus. As much as I respect them for what they're trying to do, I don't use it too much. So that's just me. Brian, do you need a nap? Yeah, I do need a nap. I went to work early this morning and took a little bit of a nap. But you know what? I'm gonna man it up because if I had to work the next day, I probably would have been ending the stream a long time ago. But since I don't have to work tomorrow, I can watch the stream and watch this whole draft and just enjoy. Let's see, Echo Sky, a Steeler hater. I hope Steelers can maybe either go one and done in the playoffs or miss the play. Actually, with the Steelers, they went from 11-1 to 12-4 and losing to the Browns. Like that's terrible right there. You start off 11-0 and then have a one and done here. That is very disappointing. I actually had them going far into the playoffs, but I forgot it was the Steelers and they always choke in the playoffs. That's just their mo right now. I miss having a Super Bowl parade here in the Bay Area for a while. Oh man, I never been to one, but I was gonna go to the one in 2020 last year. I know that they said a lot, like we saved lives apparently for not having a parade, but at the same time, we didn't know anything at that time, so I wouldn't mind having a parade. But that's 2020 hindsight. Let's see. I want to see the Niners host a sixth Lombardi Trophy. Yes, I do. I truly do. Let's see. The Patriots is in. Are they going to draft Mac Jones? This is the big question. Big question mark for everyone. It's 10:15 Eastern time right now in North Carolina, and we're only halfway done there. All right, Belichick, what are you going to do, Big Belichick? Sawbuck, we could have stayed up and picked up Mac Jones. LOL, wish we didn't make the trade. Yeah, I wish we didn't make the trade either, but I think they had to. They had to get a quarterback for this. Uh, oh man, they are getting a lot of these companies to announce the draft picks. But it's funny because Roger Goodell is just like reading off a script and there's like no passion towards it. If you're gonna sponsor something, if you're gonna like support something, you better like show some passion to it. Like he's just reading off a script and like, bup 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 bup. Bup. It's okay, Roger. You don't have to make eye contact. You just read the whole thing. All right, Patriots. Let's see what they're picking. Mac Jones. There we go. Mac Jones, people going to New England. that's a good situation for him. He can start immediately, if, assuming that Cam doesn't start or anything like that, and make a difference. Wow, this is the guy that's going to replace Tom Brady. Well, technically, Cam replaced Brady, but this is the big successor to Brady boy is Mac Jones. Actually, my friend that's texting me right now, he's a big Mac Jones. There you go. Congratulations, Mac, for going to the Patriots. See if it works out. And you know what? This is a better situation for him than the Niners. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Actually, he has nobody to go to for this draft because Belichick is very reluctant on supporting cast for whatever reason. But hopefully Belichick gives him a little bit more talent than he did for Brady because I don't think Mac Jones is at Tom Brady yet. Not anytime soon. Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts, and Tua, man, all at least top picks in the draft. All right, Arizona division rival. Who are they going to pick with the 16th overall pick? The pick is in. I hope everybody makes their picks right now, so we can call it a night because I'm actually a little bit sleepy, but we're gonna make it through. We will make it through. Man, I don't know if you guys are sleepy too. Probably not, since you guys are from California. It's probably like really early, but it's really late for me. It's almost 10:30 here. Let me see, Joel. Man, Joel, you're a big Trey Lance fan. Would you say if Jimmy starts this year, he would end up he would up his trade value to a team needy quarterback? Also, if Trey Lance starts, do you think he'd be MVP? He has not lost a game, 17-0. Jimmy. That's a really good question. If he plays well, will it give the 49ers leverage to get some better picks? Maybe. I mean, they probably want to do that. They probably end up wanting to do that later on down the road. But he has to play really well. If he not, then they'll just have to try to cut him for like very low salary cap casualty. But I hope he plays well. I hope he plays well for both team and Jimmy himself. And 2022 MVP, probably not, but I think he can. I think he can like be, I guess, quote unquote rookie of the year because that'll be his first year. Uh, But yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for him when he does play. Let's see, Joel. Yeah, man, we need this dual threat quarterback to make our offense look like the West Coast offense. Is it kind of like the West Coast offense, but it's more of a powerhouse running game for the 49ers. I hope he plays well so we get a first rounder back. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to get a first rounder back. I'd love to get a first rounder back. It sucks to not have one for a while, but if Trey Lance performs really well, if we win the Super Bowl within the next 2 years, then yeah, we don't need a first round pick at all. But um, I hope we win a Super Bowl soon. Oh, it's his parents. Congratulations to your son. Let's see. Yeah, man, we traded two future skill set players. We could use one back. Of course. Yep. We could definitely use it, or upgrade the defense a little bit because we could always use defensive line depth and defensive back. Oh, actually, Belichick, I'm pretty sure he asked Nick Saban a lot of questions about Mac Jones, so it make perfect sense because those two are like best buddies for football. Let's see. Las Vegas is next pick. Oh no, after Arizona. Let's see what Arizona picks. I'm assuming an offensive lineman. They really need an offensive lineman badly because Kyler was running around for his life a lot. Let's see. A linebacker. Didn't they draft one last year? Didn't they draft Isaiah Smith? That's kind of a weird pick, but you know what? If they need linebacker help, then props to them, I guess. But they already had a defensive line. They signed J.J. Watt already, so Xavier Collins. That's where he's from. This is the guy that's going to try to get to our quarterbacks. Let's see. Echo Sky, the Patriots need a new quarterback, and that was Mac Jones. Bill Belichick will inherit Mac Jones. Yep. And plus, that was Belichick's pick because he's technically the general manager of the team. So this is all on him. But I don't mind the Patriots at all. I mean, Belichick is a great coach, and as much as like he didn't have the best year of his life after Brady, there's a lot of circumstantial stuff like us, with no offseason and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a much better year in 2021 for his team. Let me see. Let me check somebody real quick. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Kirk, I'm so proud of what we've done now. It's time to move forward and win a lot of games. Yep. It's the Echo Scott. Echo. It's the Raiders' term. The Las Vegas Raiders. I like that. I like that. I should start calling them that. I mean, the Raiders have been losers for a long time. Actually, John Gruden is like me. Bruce was talking about this actually, and Gruden is very overrated. I believe. I love me some Gruden. I love hearing him like be a motivator, but as a coach, I don't know if he's the best coach, in the NFL. And plus for the Raiders, I mean. To be honest with you, with the bucket when he won the Super Bowl with the Bucks, he kind of got lucky because it was more of a Tony Dungy team. He did shore up the offense a little bit because Dungy was struggling a little bit, but he inherited an awesome defense when he went to Tampa, but then after that he never really won that much after that Super Bowl win against his old team. I don't know how you guys feel about Gruden, but that's how I feel about him. And will it work with the Raiders right now? I don't know. That's a really tough question. I don't know. I don't know if the Raiders and John Gruden marriage is going to work long term. I mean, 10-year contract, and yet no results yet. No results. I mean, Kyle John got a 6-year contract, and they were able to make it work by year three. I think Gruden's like year 3 or 4 into his contract. Oh my gosh, I'm sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Last year, yeah, they drafted Henry Ruggs. I actually wanted Henry Ruggs. We needed a deep threat guy, but I don't know. He's a little bit inconsistent right now. I know it's rookie year, but we'll see if they made the right move this year. I think by year two, you get a very good idea of if they're a great player or not. Let's see, Echo. In fact, did you know that the Raiders lose more games in December since 2017, and they collapsed after their winning season? Yeah, because I believe that year. Actually, me and Bruce were talking about this again, but that year that they made the playoffs, and I think they won the division or whatever, they that was just an aberration year. I did not believe that was like the Raiders and that they arrived or something like that. They never did. They never did. Uh, Joel Tristan Wirfs. Yeah, he got drafted by I think Tampa, I believe. Yeah, that wouldn't have been a bad pick either. But that time, 2020 with DeForest Buckner being gone, they had to draft somebody to replace him, and Javon Kinlaw happened to be the cheaper guy. And I think he'll be a lot better this year, 2021, than he was last year. Last year he showed a lot of promise, but I think this year he can be much better. Let's see. Nothing right now. Nothing right now. Oh my gosh, I apologize for yawning. Oh man. Oh, it's late. Echo. Yep, yeah, Derek Carr got hurt. Unfortunately, he was playing. It's like Carson Wentz. He was having an MVP year. Probably would have won an MVP, but he unfortunately got hurt at the wrong time, and yeah, it was never the same. But he did okay last year, 2020. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Oh man, I cannot wait. I want to sleep in for tomorrow, but since I'm gonna make the video, I'll probably wake up like maybe like 8 o'clock Eastern time and then make the video and hopefully have it uploaded by early morning for you guys because I know that a lot of you guys are from California, so I don't know if you guys have to go to work early on, but I'll try to have a video out maybe by um 7 or 8 o'clock your time, which is like 10 or 11 o'clock our time in North Carolina. Joel, he needs more practice getting to the quarterback a lot faster. Yeah, I agree. I I definitely agree on him. I think he should be taking a lot of double teams, but having Nick Bosa come back, I think that'll give Kinlaw a lot of opportunities. And I know he's only a defensive tackle; they don't get as much sacks as defensive ends, but you gotta clock up that middle part of the defense. Brendan Ayuk, love me some Brendan Ayuk. I was a fan of the pick too. I didn't know too much about him really actually last year, but I warmed up to him after I watched some tape of him, and then he played really well last year. Kirk Washington, I'm happy with Trey Lance. So damn mobile, so damn mobile. I like that, and that's what we needed for a long time. Joel running for a touchdown too. Yes, Jimmy. I think he's got like a rushing touchdown or two, um, but we need more mobility. I agree. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Alabama, another Alabama player. Oh my gosh, how many Alabama players are going to be gone by now? The next pick's going to be the Dolphins. Will they draft? Oh, they can't draft Mac Jones anymore. He's gone. Well, all the Alabama buddies are gone. Jalen Waddle and what's the other guy's name? Devontae Smith. They're all gone. Maybe they could draft Jamar Chase from LSU, but he didn't play last year. That's kind of concerning. But at the same time, you know, they have the Dolphins. They have a promising future right now. Will they be Super Bowl teams? I don't believe so for the Dolphins, but I think they'll be very good. I mean, and plus they have a lot of draft picks thanks to the Texans and us too, but mostly Texans because if they didn't have the Texans pick, then they wouldn't have been able to trade with us the third pick overall. Alex Leatherwood. Oh, they're saying the Raiders reached, but you never know. Mike Mayock, Mike Mayock, the mock draft guy, is actually running a draft. That should be that's very interesting. Let's see, work starts at 7 a.m. Uh, let's see, deep threat. I want quarterbacks to have toilet play. I mean, if anybody comes to the 49ers, they do have George Kittle. They do have the answer machine that the people's tight end. Leatherwood. That might be a good pick, maybe, but we'll see. All right, so the next pick is going to be the Miami Dolphins with the 18th overall pick. Wow, five Alabama players selected in the first round, including a quarterback. That's a lot right there. That's a lot. Let's see. Yeah, I know, but we could use another weapon or two. Yep, always, no matter what. Hey, Kyle Pitts would have been a great guy, right? If they didn't trade up, I definitely would take Kyle Pitts. But Kyle Pitts was gonna be gone before the 12th pick. But maybe if they didn't have to get a quarterback, they would have traded up to like around like 7 or 8 or something like that. Joel, you say look at Hernandez and Gronkowski. Gronkowski. Oh my god. Ugh. All right, who's Miami gonna pick? I actually don't know. Actually, after this, I really don't know what's going on. With the rest of the draft. Echo, where would Richard Sherman go this upcoming season? I thought he was going to go to the Jets. I really thought he was going to go to Robert Saleh, but that didn't happen. I thought he was going to go to the Raiders, but that didn't really happen. Um, I mean, he could have came back to San Francisco on a cheap deal, but I think he was expecting some more money to come back to the 49ers, but nobody's really offering anything. So maybe the door isn't completely closed, but with the way the 49ers are right now, I think they had to move on and go to like Jason Verrett and whoever the new draft pick will be, I believe, in this year's draft. Joel said I look tired a little bit, not gonna lie, but I'm still gonna make it through all the way to 32nd pick, and hopefully you guys do as well, all the way to Tampa. Let's see who they pick. Defensive end. Oh, they're gonna upgrade their defense. Their defense is really good. Brian Flores has done a really good job with their defense. But we'll see if Tua Tagovailoa is the answer to all their quarterback issues. They haven't had a quarterback since what was the last time they had a quarterback since uh, Dan Marino. Echo. I hope he's not going to Las Vegas. I like to see you keep up into the. Oh yeah, Joel. I'm not leaving anytime soon. I'm going to be staying here like the past couple years in drafts. I think last year I had to work at like 4 in the morning or something like that. So I don't know how I made it all the way then, but I definitely was not going to miss the draft. And plus the 49ers, they were picking like 13th or 14th overall or something like that. So you know what, you got to stay the whole time, and you never know. The 49ers might swerve everybody and pick some trade up again to uh, a late first round pick. Joel, I see a lot of good players from Alabama. Yep, Alabama. They're just a machine in terms of was it of players going to the NFL. I mean, but everybody else, every position but quarterback. But this year in particular, you got to draft the quarterback. Yeah. Let's see. You better. Hey B, you better go. No, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go to bed right now. I'm not. I'm not. If I had to work, as I said, but I don't. Luckily, I don't have to work right now, so I'm all good. But you know what? I will take a little bit of a break, so I'll be right back when you mute my mic, and I'll catch you guys up in a second. All right, there you go. I'm back. Oh, I have my headphones. Even though I can't really even hear myself from these headphones. All right, there you go. Let's see what's. Let's see. Okay, Brian. I have to go. Uh, I have to go and uh, in myself. Okay. Okay. Go. If you gotta go eat, please go eat. Please, please, please. I know that was a really quick break, but that's all I really need. I don't really need uh too much of a break. I don't want to take too much of a break anyways, because if you take too long of a break, then you know what, you don't want to do anything anymore. But we're scooting through. Let's see who's next. I think was this the 19th pick. Let's see. Yep, Washington. So there's no more available quarterbacks right now. All the quarterbacks have been taken. This should be very interesting. I can't wait to see in a couple of years who made the right move, who made the wrong move. Did the 49ers end up making the right move and trading all the way up for Trey Lance to mortgage our future? Let's see. All right, Joel. So Let's see. Get a quarterback to address. All right, Echo. Good night. Good night to you. You have a good night, and I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you up another time. All right. So let's see. All right, Joel. So let's see what you got. Quarterback to address our O line, second and third round. Yeah. That. I would agree with you. Kirk. He taken a cold shower. No, I didn't take a cold shower. No. No. Usually I just take a shower once a day. I usually don't take 2 showers a day. I think it's kind of weird to take 2 showers a day. I don't know. My body feels irritated after taking another shower. I know that sounds unusual, but for the most part, I take one shower a day. Let's see. Defensive line depth. All right, so got a few of you guys in here. So all you guys commenting right now and uh in this chat right now, appreciate it right now. Hey, look at that! All 4,000 fans. Oh my gosh, the commercial right now. But hopefully, channel grows even more if you guys are watching this right now. That's cute. I like. Oh yeah, shower's good. Yeah, but hopefully channel grows even more. It has been a little bit slow. I'm not gonna lie for my YouTube channel. Hopefully my podcast channel grows even more. And yeah, I just want to share everything with all fellow Niner faithfuls and even football fans, and just enjoy doing what I do. Maybe in a couple years, I can quit everything I have and then just do this on a full time basis. I would love to do this on a full time basis. That'd be like the coolest dream I have is to do this on a full time basis, be with you guys, and then as I said, hopefully if I do get big, hopefully I don't be a sellout or anything like that. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys that is like all sponsorships and stuff like that. As much as sponsorships are cool, you got to think about the people like you guys right now that supported me all the way in Washington, speaking right now. I don't know who that is, but Ron Rivera, I definitely do trust you. Personal hygiene is good. Yes, I agree. Personal hygiene is a good thing right now. But yeah, hoping to keep growing my channel. Maybe this year a goal could be 5,000 subscribers. My ultimate goal. I keep forgetting to put it on my wall right here. I need to put like the 100,000 subscriber um that 100,000 subscriber plaque. I love to get one of those plaques. I mean, that'd be like the biggest honor I get from you guys is to get 100,000 subscribers. I know that sounds like a big goal, a lofty goal, but that's really what I want to do. And hope you guys do share as much as you can with your friends and family, football fans, and that's all I could pretty much request from you guys. I don't like to ask you guys for Patreon or money. I thought this was my podcast, but me and Aaron, we talked about not making a Patreon or anything like that. I don't really want to ask you guys for monthly donations. I don't really need it. And plus, if I did have it, what can I offer you guys? Because usually with Patreon, you have to ask, like, you have to give something in return, really. But I have nothing to offer you guys, to be honest with you. So for the most part, 99% chance I will not do a Patreon page. Maybe if I'm really desperate, but you know what? I'm just gonna stick it out and just make content for you guys for free, and that's really what it is, just for free. I mean, my content, as much as I guess you guys enjoy it, I feel like anybody can do this. As long as you have a great opinion and uh, is not camera shy. So you know, um, I do enjoy doing this. Definitely, I do enjoy it. Joel, I guess the Bengals is going to be a tough one. I don't know. I mean, if Zach Taylor can improve, it should be a much harder game than we played them in 2019. But if they get better, which I believe they will, Joe Burrow will be there this time. He wasn't there at that time. It was Andy Dalton and um yeah, the Bengals. I have a lot of faith in them. As long as Joe Burrow's there. New York Giants for the 20th pick. Oh, they traded down with the Bears, so they're gonna draft right now. What do they need? Offensive line too. My gosh, everybody needs an offensive line. But I don't blame people for drafting offensive line at all. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys something on my computer. Let's see. So if you guys are still with me right now. Got my podcast right here, Chung and Lou. I know it's a little bit weird to do a promotion right now, but since there's nobody getting drafted right now by any team, uh, podcast right here. Got a couple of episodes for you guys. Introduction, living in North Carolina, California. If you guys watch this California video, hopefully I was accurate. I did live in California for a little bit, so maybe it's not as accurate. College investing journey. We've been talking all about that. And then next week we'll have Disney Plus. So usually once a week, if you guys are interested, definitely, want to grow this podcast channel as well. And, that's my partner, Aaron Lewis. He's a good guy. So, hope you guys do stay tuned to it because we love to talk about stuff outside of football as well. We love football, but we gotta talk stuff outside of football. There you go. All right, so next up, Giants are Indianapolis. All right, so after this, it gets a little bit more wonky because we're gonna have the playoff teams for the most part. What is that? Cleveland. Oh, that's actually a nice stadium. That's actually a nice stadium. All right, so we got I'd say about an hour left from the looks of it, and then we'll be good for the first round. And I'll have a video out tomorrow morning, and then hopefully I'll have videos out Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be set to go for the rest of the way for the rest of the off season. That'll pretty much be our roster for 90 people, and then we'll have to start people, cut people, and bench people. Oh, Dave Gettleman, what are you doing? Oh man, sleepy, sleepy, sleepy boy right now. All right, so it's a lot. Some messages are visible. I don't know what I'm reading right now. All right, so 161 minutes so far into this chat right now. So we're all braving this through, and it feels like a chore right now. But because the 49ers aren't picking anybody, but it's nice to see what other people are picking. So the Giants is in. Let's see who they're gonna pick. Still got the Ravens. Still got the. I think the I think the Ravens are picking twice because the Chiefs traded up their pick in order to get. Let me see. Joel, I remember when we had Kaepernick, we did re-option with him. Yeah, re-option. I still remember that. That feels like a long time ago, but or pistol offense, but I never really caught on in the NFL. They said defenses figured that out real quickly, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being figured out. College schemes. It's really easy for defensive coordinators to handle in the NFL. Oh man, I would have loved to see it in the draft in the 1980s and 90s when it wasn't as much as an extravagance as it is now. Like it's so crazy. Like the draft, like the first, even just the first round alone, that's crazy to have a big event for it. And I like that personally, just because of the fact we covered this stuff in school. Yep, teams figured him out. Yep. Um, Kaepernick. If you want to know about Kaepernick, I like Kaepernick. I was a fan of his, but I don't know. I mean, he had progression problems. I think that was the problem with him. Like he'd always like get a little too hesitant. He runs with his legs too much. So and plus he had a lot of coaching changes. But I remember there was a play against the Rams when it was Torrey Smith. He was completely open. The Rams pretty much disrespected him, and they left Torrey Smith open, and he just gave the ball, ran the ball with the I forgot who the running back was at that time, and yeah, that was not good at all. I gotta show you guys a picture of that actually. Let's see. Kadarius Tony. Oh my God, nobody likes that pick. Oh my gosh, why would they do that? Uh, yep, Torrey Smith. Yep. Oh wow. Oh, Troy Smith. Oh my God, you're talking about Troy Smith. Wasn't that guy like a two-time Heisman Trophy winner or something like that? But he didn't really make it that far. Let me see. Mother was. Mother was into labor with what? Kadarius Tony. Another Florida. Oh wow, Florida. People getting some love. Florida players. All right, the Colts are picking 21st overall. Let's see what they. Let's see what they do. All right, so who's Indianapolis Colts? Who are they gonna pick? What do they need? Uh, that's a good question. They have Xavier Rhodes. He's been playing. He played really well for them last year. Probably somebody on defense though. I believe they'll draft somebody. Let's see. Jeff Garcia. Yep. Uh, oh my God. That was the playoff game. Trey Junkin. That was the kicker that had that muffed uh kick or whatever. That sucked right there. But hey, it was nice to get a victory. A playoff win against them. All right, come on, come on, come on. Excuse me. Hmm. Let me see if I have anything else cool here. No, nothing else. Nothing too crazy here. Let's see. Let's see if there's any crazy memories I remember from the 49ers. Lost to the Bucks. Yep. I didn't watch football at that time, but yeah, I heard of it. That's when the Bucks won their last Super Bowl. Actually, they won this year. Don't forget. Tom Brady led them to another victory. Although that defense is really good. They stopped Patrick Mahomes definitely. Ooh man, speed receiver. I don't know if the Giants needed a receiver, but take it anyways. Oh my gosh. Kadarius Tony. That's an interesting name. All right, so far, where is the draft? I need the draft. I need the draft board. We're a couple picks away from the end of the first round, and we'll see if these guys work out. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Penei Sewell, J.C. Horn, Patrick Surtain, Devontae Smith, Justin Fields, Micah Parsons, Rashawn Slater, uh, Elijah Vera Tucker, Mac Jones, Sabian Collins, Alex Leatherwood. All right, so that's the end of the quarterbacks. But how many quarterbacks is that? That's one, two, three quarterbacks in a row. That haven't happened since I think the Donovan McNabb draft. Tim Couch. Uh, I think it was Donovan McNabb. I think it was Couch, Achilles Smith, and McNabb. Not in that particular order, um, but those three were the top three quarterbacks in that draft, and McNabb was the only one that worked out. So hopefully, Trey Lance is the one that works out for us. I see John Gruden, Chucky. Yep, I remember. Yeah, because he looks like that Chucky doll, whatever. I was thinking of another draft pick scenario where we drafted back into the first round for Najee Harris. Yeah, Najee Harris, he'd be a great guy, but we don't really need a running back that much because of the fact that we have a system. I mean, if we were a bell cow back and we just needed a guy like to take the load off a quarterback, then yeah. But with the way the 49ers uses their running backs, we don't really need anybody to be the top star studded receiver or running back for this team. So as much as Najee Harris is a great talent, I don't think they need him for the situation that they're in right now. The pick is in for the Colts. Joel, you think we should give Frank Gore back? Oh yeah, we definitely should give Frank Gore back. I do miss me some Frank Gore. It'd be nice for him to quote unquote mentor the young guys, and he can still play. I believe he can still play in the NFL, even though he's really up there in age, especially for a running back. Oh, oh my God! I think, I think it's just Kirk and Joel in this right now, but I don't know. I'll see what's going on for the next 10 minutes, and if nothing crazy goes on with the 49ers, then I might have to call it a night. I said I was going to be a man and try to do all 32 picks, but I don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can. So if I can't make it, then I apologize, actually. I am not a man. I am a child, right? Oh, Russell Wilson. Yeah, not really tired, but sleepy. I'm not really that tired. I can go out and play basketball right now, but uh, just a little sleepy right now. Yeah, usually I have to go to work like really, really early. Like really, really when I mean early, like it's like usually when like everybody's like doing like REM sleep. I usually have to wake up that early. So, but hey, at my job I get to go home really early and enjoy the day and do some other stuff. So, but yeah, I'll see what the Colts pick, and if it's getting to the point where I have to go to bed, then unfortunately I'll have to go to bed for you guys. So, but let's see who the Colts pick, and then hopefully if I do leave soon, then it won't be because the 49ers drafted somebody and drafted and traded up. But I highly doubt that's gonna be the case. I think the 49ers they're gonna call it a night too and get ready for the second round tomorrow. Let's see. Another name to keep an eye on is Creed Humphreys, center. I really want him to. Uh, that I don't know him that much, but at the same time, if he's a good serviceable backup, then yeah, because I mean they have Alex Mack now. They don't really need to look for a center protector quarterback against fast linebackers and defensive linemen as well. Don't forget defensive linemen too, Joel. Colts are picking. Quitting pay. Okay, these players I don't know as much anymore. Like I actually don't know these players anymore. I only knew like the top like 5 or 6 and then top quarterbacks, but that was pretty much it. But yeah, uh, Wyatt Davis is another name. That'd be another good one too. Oh, Joel, I never mentioned this to you, but I do like your Flash pic. I love your Flash profile picture. Who doesn't love the Flash? Oh, oh my God! I apologize for yawning. I really do. Last year I was feeling good, but it was different last year because we still had draft picks. But I mean, when you draft really early, number 3 overall, it's hard to keep a lot of interest. It's really hard to keep interest in the rest of the draft and what they do. I was only interested in like the rest of the quarterbacks, and all the other quarterbacks have been taken. So you know what? I mean, assuming that the 49ers don't pick anybody, I think this is pretty much it for me and you and the 49ers for the rest of the night, and then we could definitely talk about uh, the rest of the draft picks the rest of the week, and then schedule release will be coming out soon, and then maybe there'll be practice. Maybe I don't like covering practice that much because we're not there often. I mean, I do cover training camp just a little bit, but for the most part, I only care about the transactions that they make in preseason, and we do need preseason as we saw last year. Preseason was crap when there's when there's no preseason or the regular season, I should say, the first couple of weeks. All right, one more pick, Tennessee Titans, and I might have to call it the rest of the night here. So, you know what? If you guys, if you've been here with me the whole time, I appreciate you guys so much for being part of this. It can be a little bit lonely to watch this by yourself, but Um, I do love having company to watch this. I love to watch this with a group of people, but it's kind of hard to concentrate when you're trying to talk and watch the draft at the same time. You know, usually if you're just watching something, then you can just casually watch it. But a lot of people have asked me I should live stream, and a lot of people, yeah, what was it? I'm sorry, but a lot of people have asked me to live stream uh and watch the game at the same time. But I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy the game by myself, like whether it's by myself or with a friend or something like that. But I usually watch it on my own time, and then maybe take a note or two. But um, I just don't like live streaming and watching, because actually I want to actually watch the game and enjoy it, and that's the big reason why we do the YouTube videos, is to enjoy the game and then talk about it after. So kind of old fashioned. Okay, I like your comment. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. I can't like it. I can't like your comment. Oh, darn it. Oh, all right. So Tennessee's their pick is about to come in. What does Tennessee need? They need what do they need? Maybe a tight end, maybe. But they don't. They're good with Ryan Tannehill for now. What is it? They have AJ Brown. AJ Brown actually was the guy I wanted last year. I really wanted AJ Brown so badly, but they did get Debo, but AJ Brown was the man that I wanted in last year's draft, and he has not disappointed at all. Actually, Corey Davis is not there anymore because of AJ. He took his job, and he's with the Jets with Robert Saleh. But but I do love me some uh I do love me some Brown. I'm a big fan of his. All right, so 2 minutes left. Next couple of picks. Actually, before I leave, I think Najee Harris will be. I think he'll be picked. Uh, by tonight. I don't think he'll be waiting tomorrow to get picked, but it depends. Running backs, we all know that they're not as valued as before, but they're still an important part of the game. Very important. Let's see, Joel. I've actually predicted we meet the Titans in the Super Bowl and win against them. Yeah, I mean Titans could be a dark horse team. Derrick Henry, he's a freaking beast. Derrick Henry is awesome. Tristan, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Long-term subscriber. Thank you for supporting the Niners. No, thank you for coming to me and supporting the Niners. And we got Lance. Yes, we did. Trade to the Bay. Trade to the Bay. Oh my gosh, you rookie. All right, the pick is in. All right, I think this is a good stopping point, but let's see who the Titans pick. I think it's gonna be a tight end, but it might be somebody else. All right, I like that. Big arm Trey Lance. I like that. But they will win the Super Bowl. I hope it's this year though. I give them the 49ers like one of the best chances to win the Super Bowl in this year, 2021. I really do. Like even the Buccaneers, the Kansas City Chiefs. I still want the rematch against the Chiefs. Low key, I really want to play the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl. All right, Tennessee, who are you guys gonna pick? With the 22nd pick, I think about the, is it ready Cleveland right now? Look like it is. Wide receiver, tight end, yup. Cornerback, defensive tackle, strong safety. I haven't seen a lot of defensive backs taken. I think just J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain, and that's it. A lot of quarterbacks, a lot of receivers, a lot of offensive linemen. Safeties, no. I've not seen a lot of safeties been taken. All right, Roger Goodell. This is it. I gotta be one of those fan people, man. Get to sit on the couch and get to see the pick before he announces it. Is that song? I don't know what they're playing, but I forgot the name of the song. But all right, let's see. So like who? Caleb Farley. I've heard of him. Caleb Farley. That's not a bad pick. Defensive back. Yep, Kirk and Joel, you guys are like best friends right now. Well, all right, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's enough for me tonight. So we can always catch up via live stream any other time, and also videos. Always have videos as much as possible. So yeah, actually, they did that story on Caleb Farley a couple hours ago on the news station. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. So Joel, Kirk, and everybody else watching this, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream as always. And yeah, I'll catch you guys up tomorrow when I talk about Trey Lance and how I think more about it. I'm pretty sure you guys know what it's about, but I want to talk more about Lance because we talked about a lot of other things besides quarterback ever since now. So love y'all. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much for being on this live stream, and I'll catch you guys up tomorrow morning.